What's up, Birdland BSers?
What's up, guys?
Fred and Scott, it's Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football!
Are you ready for some football?
I'm ready. This could be a good game, man.
Yeah, man. This is like the prime time game of the year. You got the 9-1 Rams at home taking on the 9-1 Chiefs. Could be possibly a Super Bowl preview here.
It definitely could be. That's for sure.
Got the national anthem going on right now, so apologize for not being here for these last couple of weeks.
That's my fault. No,
Scott's been enjoying the finer things in life down in Florida, so we're back now, and we're going to try to continue to do these Monday Night Football live streams from here on out for the rest of the year. Maybe involve some playoff games as well when we get to that point. Yeah. We'll talk about that too. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this game. I've been like waiting for this game for the past 3 weeks, like knowing that you are going to be around for the last 2 weeks. I could not wait to get to this game.
We tried to work it out, but the logistics of the Wi-Fi that I had in Florida was horrendous.
So for you guys that are new to the stream out there, we're Birdland BS. We're a Baltimore-based sports podcast that we do a weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. It's on all your audio streams as well. We just figured we'd give a shot at doing this live stream commentary here on YouTube, so it's a YouTube special only. We've done it, 2 or 3 times now, and got a pretty good response because all from you guys putting the thumbs up on the feed and hitting subscribe and chiming in. We encourage you guys, please, as you come in the room, you got any topics or anything you want to talk about involving the game or just things going on in the league right now, drop a comment in the field. We'll be sure to try to cover as many of them as we possibly can. We have a lot of fun doing this. We're not professionals by any means, but we try to we just try to give you our BS opinions on what our knowledge base and what we see and what we kind of take away from these games as we break them down.
Yeah, man, it's been fun when we've been doing this, so we're going to continue. I tell you what, this game is going to be the most. We've done 2 Giants games that have been kind of painful to get through. I think this one's going to be, and many people are agreeing, this could be set up to be the game of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely from a primetime standpoint, I mean, this is definitely the most, I think, hyped and most talked about game. Like I said, I mean, this could very easily be a preview of this year's Super Bowl.
Does ESPN even know what to do with themselves?
No, I know. They picked this one right.
It was perfect picking.
Yeah, unfortunately, this game was supposed to be played in Mexico City. Mexico. But due to Shakira shaking her hips a little too hard down on the field down there in Mexico, this game was moved back to Los Angeles due to the conditions of the field. And I don't know if you saw the pictures of the videos of it. Yeah. It was a fucking mess.
It was horrible. I would not have wanted to play on that field at all.
No.
So
I can't blame the league. I mean, look, everything that they're doing around this league and rule changes and everything is all about player safety. So obviously player safety is
number one,
first and foremost. And they're, obviously, if you haven't seen the pictures, Google search the pictures. The field was atrocious. We, being Ravens fans, we play on some pretty rough surfaces, especially up in Pittsburgh. Being one of the only natural grass fields left in the league, really. That place can get pretty nasty as far as field conditions go, especially come like this time of year, really late November all the way through, the rest of the year.
Chicago was bad for a while too until they finally redid that field,
right?
And that it makes it huge. Look at the Bears this year,
right?
I mean, I hate to say it, but sometimes the field, especially when it's your home field, it does play a role in it when you have to know what's going on with your field, and you got to be able to know that your guys are going to have their footing.
Right.
So I would not wanted to play down in Mexico City. I think there was also some people kind of chiming in saying that there was political reasons behind it and this and that. That may be true, but at the same time, that field, if you saw any pictures of that field, it was just absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, there was absolutely no way in hell they were going to play that game. But Roger Goodell did announce today that the relationship with Mexico still established, that they still plan on being there and playing there next year, and that they will do everything that they need to do to make sure that the field is ready.
I think the one thing I heard was they are going to try to play at least one game, if not two games,
right?
Moving forward. So we'll have to really see where this plays out and how this kind of comes down. They were talking about it. They're showing it now on ESPN. The field is it's so horrendous. They had to be bussed out onto the practice fields in LA so that the Chiefs could practice, and just the horrendous situation. Not only just in Mexico, but they're actually showing some shots in California with those wildfires, man. A lot of these players, high profile people, are being affected by this. I think they said George Clooney was one name that I heard that his house was affected by the fires and everything. So it's just crazy to know all this stuff going on. You still have this huge game that these guys are going to have to get through. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's from a logistics standpoint, obviously. It was I don't want to say it was a neutral site playing down in Mexico City, but, probably more of a blend of Rams and Chiefs fans. Now with the game being home in LA for the Rams, we'll see, kind of how this mixture of fans plays a part in this game. Yeah. And how much really of a home field advantage it is for LA.
Huge thing for LA here. They're honoring the first responders to the incident that happened out there in LA. LA strong, obviously. They're going to, it continues to be a thing. Shout out to Shinchinka Joe and Mr. Tim. Both of them are joining us.
What's going on, Mr. Tim? Appreciate you tuning in as always. And what was the name?
And Shinchinka Joe. Shinchinka Joe was last time. Yep.
All right, appreciate you coming back as usual. Getting ready here for kickoff as they honor, as you said, the first responders and remember some of the fallen. I think they said last I heard that there's still 1,000 people or more that are unaccounted for in this situation going on down in LA. It's pretty crazy. I think at one point I'd heard a stat that the fire was progressing at a rate of 8 football fields in a minute.
Yeah, I heard something along those lines as well.
Unreal. It seems to we hear a lot about these like fires, wildfires in LA and California, because of just the dry atmosphere and the winds coming off the ocean and all that kind of stuff, but never to this type of degree. Pretty sad. Well, here we go. Chiefs lined up to kick off to the Rams, so the Rams are going to start the game with possession. As the Rams are ball's kicked out of the end zone, so touchback for the Rams. And trotting out on the field, Jared Goff.
Man, what a year is he having?
Yeah. I mean, this kid, 23 years old, or what is he, 24 years old now?
He's 24, yeah.
24 now. In first rookie year, he had to go through his bumps, with Jeff Fisher as head coach, but ever since Sean McVay's come in and really kind of taken him under his wing, we've seen him flourish.
Oh, yeah.
Along with this team, so we'll see how this goes.
McVay's done a great job.
Yeah, Goff under center. He's got Gurley in the backfield lined up to right behind him. He's got one wide out split left and one right. Hand off to Gurley. Gurley off to the right-hand side. Throws a stiff arm. Gets about 5 or 6 yards there on first down.
What a player, man.
Yeah, Todd Gurley, for us Baltimore folk out there, a Baltimore native. He's got just under 1,400 yards scrimmage yards this year. He's got 17 total touchdowns on the year. This guy, in my opinion, not just an MVP, but the best player in the NFL right now.
Absolutely.
Goff lined up the center. He's got Gurley in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right and 1 to his left. Ball snapped. Play action fake. Throws out, and the ball was tipped away.
Flag on the field.
But there's a flag down as Skandrick may have made contact a little too early on that play. And that's the call. Pass interference on the defense. That's going to be a spot of the foul penalty. So it looked like a gain of maybe 8 yards, but more importantly, an automatic first down.
Yeah, that's huge. Gurley has been such a threat on offense that Goff and his arm and his weapons at the wide receiver position have also been well. Skandrick there, just stupid penalty. Penalty.
Absolutely. Gurley just 12 yards shy of 1,000 on the season. He's got a little over 400 yards receiving on the year as well. Goff back in the shotgun, takes a snap, throws over the middle, complete. I can't tell who that is. It looks like it may have been Brandon Cooks on the reception there. Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods getting the start at wide receiver as Cooper Kupp is out with an injury. Goff takes a snap, throws over the middle, again complete to Cooks for a big gain. Cooks makes 2 guys miss, and he comes down at about the 26-yard line. A huge gain there for Brandon Cooks.
Huge gain. I tell you what, too, with the Rams in this bright yellow and blue, what a look for them.
Yeah.
They're streaking down the field.
Yeah, Rams in the hurry up here, trying to get up on the line quickly, keep things moving. Goff under center. He's got Gurley in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, play action, but dumps the pass off to Gurley out of the backfield. Gurley gets about 7 yards on the play before him being pushed out of bounds. Looks like the Rams decided to come out and attack fast and keep this like no huddle offense. Now, as I say that, they're going to huddle.
They're going to drop into a huddle. Yeah,
drop into a huddle here.
Sanchika Joe says he'll be pulling for the Rams. Pats need some leverage, and Tim says the same thing. He thinks the Pats do need some leverage.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is a battle of the Titans. You know, the Rams in the NFC, the Chiefs in the AFC, 2 of the best right now. Goff takes a snap, hands off to Gurley. Gurley to the right side, gets the first down. So a gain of about 3.5 yards on that, but does get the first down as the Rams move into the red zone and close to scoring here on their first possession.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is what the Rams have been doing. They've been just driving down the field. As they do every game, they do it quickly. They do it with all their weapons. You have Cooks, who's gotten two targets here, but they're just going to continue to spread out the ball. That's what Goff's been doing well.
Goff under center. He's got Gurley in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left, man in motion to his right. Goff takes a snap, looks over the middle, throws to Woods, but incomplete. Broken up there, but there's a flag late on the play there. That may be one of those leading with the head type of calls. We'll see what happens here. As the refs huddle to get this together. And we'll see what the call is on the field.
Chiefs are kind of pleading with the refs here. I don't think they're going to get it.
No. Yeah, so it is an incomplete pass, but unnecessary roughness call on the defense. And again, it goes back to the same thing, leading with the head, hitting a defenseless receiver. So again, Rams get closer here. In the red zone, it'll be 1st and goal for the Rams, probably at about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Yeah, he definitely was leading with the head on that play. Fuller had a good shot on him, but the other guy came in a little low with the head. Nick is joining us. Says we need to step up our background game. We're working on
that, Nick. We're working, brother. Goff lined up under center. He's got Gurley in the backfield, single back, 1 wide receiver to his left. Fakes the handoff, looks in the corner of the end zone, throws it complete to Robert Woods for the touchdown.
What a play.
What a throw by Goff. Goff put that in a position where only Woods could make the catch.
Yeah, no, it was perfect. Perfectly timed. And Woods had the break off right as Goff threw it. They knew where they were going with that ball, right over top of the cornerback there.
Yeah, so Rams strike quickly against the Chiefs defense. So going into this game, obviously we talk about these being the 2 titans of each conference. You've got 2 teams sitting at 9-1, 2 teams that are playing on an ungodly level offensively, but 2 teams that struggle defensively.
Yeah.
We could see a lot of points in this game. Kicker lined up for the extra point. Zerline, he pulls that to the left and misses.
Wide left, wow.
Wide left on the extra point. I know it's early. Zerline's usually a pretty reliable kicker. We'll have to see how that plays effect later on in this game.
We've seen that play effect in many games in the NFL this year.
Absolutely.
Nick asked what uniforms are they wearing. The Rams are in their all yellow uniforms with a little bit of blue striping on them, and the Chiefs are in all white tonight. So it's really easy to keep these guys
separated.
separated.
Absolutely.
Very, very easy. Tim chimes in. He's his best QBs 2018 according to Google. Aaron Rodgers with the Packers, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson, Cam Newton, Carson Wentz, Drew Brees, Matthew Stafford. Absolutely agree with where you're going with that, Tim. Neither of these guys, Goff nor Patrick Mahomes, are on that list, and yet they're on the 2 winningest teams in the NFL right now, and they're on the 2 strongest offense in the NFL.
It's speaking for Mahomes. I don't really think a whole lot of people knew what to expect outside of Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, obviously word around Kansas City was they found their guy and that he was going to be their starter moving forward. They make the big move in the offseason to trade Alex Smith over to Washington, which obviously showed the commitment to Mahomes. Too soon, I guess, to be talking about Alex Smith as he went through
you're bringing up some touchy subjects here.
Yeah, he went through a pretty gruesome injury yesterday on his leg, but apparently he broke his leg. It was pretty nasty. So hopefully he has a healthy and speedy recovery. He comes back because he was putting together a pretty good year out there in Washington. Washington on a good run. Colt McCoy is going to take over the quarterback position there. They just signed Mark Sanchez, Mr. Butt Fumble himself,
yeah, exactly.
to be the backup there. So hopefully in Washington, Colt McCoy plays pretty well.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll stir up some controversy too. But we actually have 24 people out there watching. Guys, we
appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you guys watching. Several of you guys chiming in. I know we've had Joe, Tim, Nick chiming in. Feel free to comment. Ask questions. I know Joe asked us about the Ravens. We'll get into that maybe a little bit during halftime. But be sure to check us out, www.birdlandbs.com. Check out our Facebook page, our Twitter page, YouTube. If you're on here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Make sure we got 29 of you guys watching now. We got 0 thumbs up. Help us out because every time you guys hit that thumbs up, it puts us higher up on the list when people are searching for us, so that we can continue to grow.
And we promise you, we're working on that background game.
Yeah, we're working on that. Game.
We got to work on the most important part, right? The content.
Content's what is most important, guys. So, all right. So you're gonna have Zerline, who just missed the kick, back. He's gonna kick it deep to Kansas City, and it's gonna be fielded at about the 3-yard line. Going to go out to the right, get out to about the 25, 27-yard line, maybe even the 28-yard line there. So now you got Patrick Mahomes out of White House, Texas, the 23-year-old.
Kid's on another level this year.
Having MVP-type season right now. Being able to throw with his right hand and his left hand, as we've seen. Yeah. Even during practice, he's actually been able to throw with his left hand. So we continue to see this kid just lead everything. So he's going to set up in the gun. He'll have Hunt to his left, 2 wide receivers out to the right. He'll do a shovel pass off to Hunt. Hunt's going to break it off. He's going to get out to about the 40, 45, 47-yard line.
Big gain there for Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, man. I mean,
there is a flag on the play, though, so we'll have to see what the call is here. This could be a hold.
Hunt just made a motion that might be a face mask here.
Okay. Illegal block in the back on the offense.
Jeez, that ball's going to come back now.
Just under 12 minutes here to go in the first quarter. Rams leading the Chiefs 6-0. These are two teams that really historically haven't played each other very much.
No.
The Chiefs do lead the series 7-4 historically. Last time they played was in 2014, where the Chiefs were able to beat the Rams 34-7. But two totally different teams.
Two completely different teams there. All right, so Mahomes is going to line up in the gun again. He's got 3 wide out, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Hunt's to the left. He's going to dump it off. Quick pass. And it's going to be over to
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins in there.
Looked like it got back to maybe the original line of scrimmage there, gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Sammy Watkins having a decent year with 40 catches and 519 yards on the year. He's got 3 touchdowns. This is a guy that has already gone through 1 stint in Kansas City and came back after his short stint with L.A.
Yeah, I mean, short stint with L.A. and then being able to come back. All right, so Mahomes is going to drop back now again into the gun. He's got 2. He splits off Hill and Hunt. He now has 4 wide, 2 left. Actually, I'm sorry, 5 wide, 2 left, 2 to the right. 4 seconds left on the play clock. 3. They're hurrying it up. 1. They have been a jump there off sides. They're going to dump it off. That's going to be a dump off to Chris Conley.
Yeah, it looked like the end there for the Rams may have jumped a little early.
Yeah,
we'll have to see what the call is on the play.
This could be a big thing here, a big play here for Kansas City, depending on what this call is. We're going to see what happens. Offsides defense. So they're going to decline it.
Nick, no injuries so far this game. I mean, we do have Eric Berry not playing. Sammy Watkins was questionable coming into the game, but obviously he's playing.
Mitch Morris also out with concussion, their center.
Right, and the big injury, Cooper Kupp for the Rams, obviously having torn his ACL. He went under surgery today, so he's out for the remainder portion of the year. But nobody hurt so far today.
All right, Mahomes back in the shotgun. Sees a blitz, makes a play call at the line. He's got Hill and Hunt out to his left and right, 2 wide receivers. He's going to do a quick shuttle pass without a whistle. I think this might be maybe a Rams timeout. No, Kansas City is the one that took the timeout, and Mahomes is not happy about it because he was running down an open field to the left-hand side.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of confusion before the play there. Mahomes tried to get the snap off before they called the timeout. Andy Reid didn't like what he saw, so made the timeout call there.
Well, he saw Mahomes kind of jump there. Mahomes was jumping and letting his line know what he saw immediately. He was very, very quick about it. Was able to get it off, but Reid called that timeout. Speaking of Andy Reid, talk about a guy that's got a great career. 203, 134, and 1. It's a 602 winnings percentage as a head coach. All right, so we got 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Hunt to the right of him in the shotgun.
And another whistle, another flag. Looks like a false start. Yeah, false start on the offense. Kansas City here stalling on 3rd down. Had a 3rd and 3. Now going to be pushed back 5 yards.
And that's going to be on Cameron Irving.
Yeah. Push back 5 yards. So it's now going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 3rd and 8 is going to be a tough situation. This is the biggest thing we talked about, with these two teams. The Rams defense is ranked, I believe, 20th in the league versus the Chiefs defense is 29th in the league. So they're kind of already showing it a little bit here. All right, so we're going to see him set out with 3 wide out to the left, 1 out to the right. Hunt's next one to the right in the shotgun. Hill's in the slot. He's going to step back. He's getting pressure. Throws on the run. And missed Kelsey. Just hit Kelsey in the hands, but good coverage there on the defense for the Rams. Just
out of the reach of Kelsey as he reached up and got his hand on it, but couldn't pull it in. Marcus Peters, former Chief, on the coverage there. That's one thing about, you mentioned the Rams defense. Going into this year, you looked at this team on paper and some of the additions that they made with Sue and with Peters. You would have thought that this would have been a top flight defense, but not the case so far.
No.
Kansas City punts the ball off.
Low snap there.
Low snap, but Rams fielded at the 20-yard line. He's grabbed and brought down right at about the 20. Didn't look like he was a shoestring tackle.
It was. It depends on whether they say he started moving backwards or not. It could be the 19-yard line or the 20. We'll see where they actually spot it.
Just under 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Again, the Rams still leading the Chiefs 6-0 after the early first touchdown throw from Goff to Woods, and then the missed extra point by Zuerlein.
Yeah, Zuerlein, that extra point, that could play a huge role in this game, especially with the Rams defense already able to stop the hot Mahomes and this Chiefs offense. We talked about Andy Reid, who's got a 602 winning percentage. In the postseason, he's 11-13, so he's only got a 458. But in the regular season, he's a 6-13, 192, 21-1. Or I'm sorry, 210. I don't even have that right.
Kidder, what's up, man? See you are a fan for the Rams to win this game, so appreciate the insight and appreciate you putting your pick out there for us.
Yeah, Tim doing our control for us, helping people into the room. Welcome them. Thanks, Tim. We appreciate that.
Joe, appreciate telling everybody to hit the like button while you're here. Be sure you do that. I don't see any likes in the room, but we got 35 of you guys in here watching. If you're a fan and you like what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs up. That really helps us kind of grow and get recognized out there.
And for those of you guys that are new, we're obviously doing commentary. So for us, we're not streaming the game. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm sorry. But we don't do it for copyright purposes. We do it, we're sitting here calling the play calls as we see them. We tried to be a little bit different, where we give our own Birdland BS flavor. That's who we are. We're Birdland BS. You can check us out on the website, www.birdlandbs.com. Check out our Twitter handle, @BirdlandBS. You can also check us out on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so that you can get the alerts every time we go live. First and foremost, we are a Baltimore sports podcast, but we also have been doing this Monday night thing, and we've been loving it.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football, we've been having fun with it. There's 2 weeks that I was in Florida that we weren't able to do this, but now we're back to doing it live. We're having fun with it. If you guys want to chime in, ask questions, feel free. Any questions, to kind of throw this out there, any questions that are kind of like a little off topic, we'll probably hit during some commercial breaks and some other things. Right now we do have a commercial break, so we just want to let you know who we are at least first.
Try to get to as many of them as possible. We appreciate the interaction. Obviously we're going at this thing for a solid 3.5 hours commercial free. So we're going to have some dead air time, and we like to fill that with any kind of interaction that we can have with you guys. So feel free to chime in. As we get back from here from commercial, they're showing some of the devastation in LA. It's almost
unreal,
movie-like to see. It's crazy how much damage fire can do and how fast it can do it. Goff, with the snap, throws over to the right side to his tight end. Completion out to about the 22, 23-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and about 5. As Goff tries to move the hurry-up offense again here that worked well on the first drive.
That was Higbee with that catch, by the way.
Yep, Higbee with the catch. You've got Gurley lined up as a single back. You've got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Goff, play-action pass, looking left, throws to his left, but there's a flag on the play. The ball was caught by Hicks out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Cooks on the catch.
What'd I say?
Hicks.
No, I meant Cooks, yeah.
And Goff was hit on the hit it. Has he?
Yeah, hands to the face on the defense is the call. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Rams. Penalty call was on Steven Nelson. Got his hands a little too high and got it on the face.
That's what happens, man.
Yeah,
you got to watch them hands.
Brandon Cooks. You think the Patriots are regretting never letting that guy go?
Oh my gosh, yeah. You have to be at this point. The way he's been playing with this. With this Rams offense, you can't ignore it.
Right. Goff under center here again. He's got Gurley in the backfield. Play action pass, looking deep down the middle. Throws short to Cooks. Kind of skipped that one. Had Cooks wide open over the middle there.
Skipped about 4 or 5 yards short there.
Yeah, just short-armed it a little bit. I don't know what happened there. Kind of a rare, inaccurate throw from Jared Goff.
Yeah, no, not normal of him and how things have been going. So,
all right, Goff here now in the huddle as they're talking about Sean McVay, which we'll get into him in a little bit. This guy is an impressive head coach.
Wow, yeah.
In his first couple years here with the Rams. Goff in the shotgun. He's got Gurley to his right. He's got Trips to his left. Takes a snap. Looking to his left. Throws over the middle. Complete. Looked like to his tight end there.
Higbee.
Yeah, Higbee.
Actually, I'm sorry, that's Reynolds. That was Reynolds.
Yeah, no, that was Josh Reynolds on the play. So just a big body wide receiver. He's got the body the size of a tight end there. But yeah, Reynolds with the catch for a first down. Gain of about, I'd say, 15 or 16 yards there on the play as the Rams get out to about the 41-yard line.
Joe says he's still about the whole Cook. He's still sore about the whole Cooks going to LA.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I mean, this guy, one of the more productive wide receivers. He's played on 3 dynamic offenses going from the Saints to the Patriots and now the Rams. Goff in the gun, takes a high snap, collects it, throws out to his tight end to the right, who gains about 15 yards on yet another first down. Goff and the offense is continuing to move and move quickly.
Yeah. And you were talking about Sean McVay. What was that stat you were telling me earlier about him with his record so far this year being 9-1? I think you were saying something about his ability to. I don't even know what I'm saying. I was looking at a different stat.
Goff takes a snap, looking to his left, throws deep. He's got a wide open Robert Woods. Woods makes the catch, and he's down to about the 19-yard line. Huge catch there, but Robert Woods. Ball was thrown a little high, but Woods, with the open space, was able to extend himself uncontested and make the catch before heading out of bounds. Huge play there as Goff continues again to move the offense down the field pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
That's 9 first downs now already in the first quarter for the Rams. And Chiefs weren't able to get a first down.
And Woods wide open there on that play.
Yeah. Goff under center here from the 18-yard line inside the red zone. He's got Gurley in the backfield. They pitch it out to Gurley off to the right-hand side. He gets to the edge but can't get around the edge as he's takes maybe a half-yard, maybe a 1-yard loss on the play. Haven't seen a whole lot of involvement with Gurley yet early on in the first. We got a little over 7 minutes left to go in the first. But Gurley for sure will get his workload.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Sean McVay knows how to play call here.
Absolutely. McVay, coaching career, short-lived. Yeah, hasn't been in the NFL for very long, really starting out in 2008 with the Buccaneers. Here as the head coach now with the Rams 10 years later. Goff throws over to the left side, incomplete pass to Robert Woods, which would have been right in the left side of the end zone there.
High snap and some pressure there by the Chiefs defense, getting to Goff pretty quickly on that play. Brings
up the first 3rd and 11 for the Rams here, 3rd and long, as McVay calls in the play. Goff under huddle. As he's been, again, trying to run this more fast-paced offense, picking and choosing when he's going to go to huddle as he huddles up here. He's in the gun. He's lined up with 3 wide receivers, trips to his left, 1 to his right, and it looks like there was some movement on the line. It's going to depend on how they call it here. Defense did jump, but it made the offensive tackle jump as well. We're going to see if... the call. Looks like the call they're going to call it on the defense.
Neutral zone infraction on D Ford.
And that's going to give him a 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7, I believe. 3rd down is 6. So Goff here lined up on the 14-yard line in the gun. He's got... Malcolm Brown lined up to his left. I couldn't remember who that was. Malcolm Brown lined up to his left. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Play clock runs down to 0, but it looks like the Rams call timeout prior to the clock running out. Both teams here having to use timeouts early. One, like you said, with Kansas City that Mahomes didn't seem too happy about. Some confusion there with the Rams having to burn another timeout. So both teams burning timeouts early.
Andy Reid just in the ear of one of the refs. I think he's trying to still go back to that play call on the neutral zone infraction, saying that it was a bait there by the Rams. Could be quite possible.
Tim Dong says Tyreek Hill, I think, will have a good game. Hill should have a good game in this game if they just got to get the ball to him and let him do his magic, man. He's one of the fastest guys in the league, that's for sure. Goff lined up in the gun here. He's got Gurley to his right. No, that's Brown to his right. Throws over the middle to Cooks. See where they spot him. It's going to be real close, right at the line. They may have to bring out the chains for this one to see if he's got a first down or not. But crossing pattern over the middle. Goff hits him, leads him enough for him to turn upfield and get the extra 1.5 yards that he needed to get right down at the marker. Looks like they've given him the first down. They're not going to bring out the chains. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Rams here from the 9-yard line. Goff's going to line up under center. Now he's got Gurley back in the backfield. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 man in motion, and wow, some movement up front that puts the center on his butt. It's going to be interesting.
This is definitely going to be on the defense.
Definitely, yeah. I would definitely say it was on the defense unless there was some movement in the football, but no. Neutral zone infraction again on the defense.
Encroachment on Derek Nottie.
Yeah.
Number 91. Straight in. Didn't even,
I mean, if you're going to go offsides, might as well.
Take the center out.
Yeah. I put his both hands up on his shoulder pads and just knocked him over on his butt. Kind of funny to see that happen. But it's going to be 1st and goal now here from the 4-yard line. Goff under center. two to his left, Woods to his right in motion. He's got Gurley in the backfield. Chiefs loading up the box. Play action, fake handoff to Gurley, throws in the back of the end zone, just tried to get rid of the ball as he was feeling some pressure and wanted to make sure that he didn't take the sack there.
Yeah, minus some big passing plays here. The Chiefs have put a decent amount of pressure on Goff and are getting to him quite quickly. He's only had about max, I'd say maybe 4 seconds on most plays, which is in the NFL is quite a lot of time, but they're still able to get to him before that.
Appreciate it, Tim. See you. Goff in the center, takes the snap, throws in the corner of the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown in the back corner of the end zone. And it looked like Josh Reynolds on the catch. Wow, good throw there by Jared Goff as he throws in the right-hand side of the end zone, back corner. Reynolds extends to make the catch over the corner, and that puts the Rams up 2 scores early.
Yeah, now you need Zerline to actually hit the extra point on this one.
Yeah, right.
Tim's like going rogue here and going into other
hijacking some viewers, man. I like it. I can dig it.
I
Look,
love it, man.
We got 45 of you guys in here watching, but we still don't have any thumbs up. What's going on with that? Make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the like while you're watching it. That really means a lot to us. It helps us. It helps us get found.
Especially as we continue to grow this.
It really helps us grow. Again, any comments or any remarks or any questions you may have for our opinions on the game or anything going on in the league right now, feel free to chime in. We appreciate the interaction for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zerline lined up here for the extra point.
Missed his last one wide left.
And this one straight down the middle puts the Rams up 13-0. Early on here in the first quarter, we got 5 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the first. As the Chiefs going to come out for their second possession of the game.
Yeah, you're going to have Chiefs and Mahomes come out here. Mahomes did a lot of passing in the first drive there. You got to really offset that with really your best threat, in my opinion, in Kareem Hunt. He's the 7th ranked running back in the league with 75 and almost 75.5 yards per game.
Yeah,
big threat for them because when you get Kareem Hunt going, you get guys like Hill, which we talked about, getting big games. Hill is averaging 16.2 yards per game with 9 touchdowns. Kelsey is averaging 57 catches, and he has so far this year 57 catches and six touchdowns. And Sammy Watkins has 39 catches for 515 yards.
Curtis says he subbed. I appreciate it, Curtis. Thanks for tuning in. Any interactions or anything that you want, any questions that you have, make sure you drop them in the comments, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, feel free to chime in, guys. Anytime we'd be more than happy to ask or answer any questions that you guys ask. Some of them might take a few minutes because we're going to obviously here first and foremost call this game,
right?
And really have fun with it. That's what we like doing. That's why we like involving you guys. So we really want to try to grow what we're doing here. We're doing this every Monday night. Past 2 Mondays, obviously, I was in Florida. My fault. Sorry, we had bad technical issues, so wasn't able to do it. But we're going to be doing this. We'll probably hit up some playoff games too.
Absolutely.
As we move forward, we're trying to do as many games as we can, as many games as our schedule really can allow. We got several people chiming in and saying they're getting people to. Several people chiming in and telling people to come over to us. We appreciate.
Well,
that,
we
guys.
appreciate that, man. We really do. It means a lot to us.
Joe.
Yeah, we again, we're not experts with this. We're just giving a shot at this to see how it goes the first year. Having a lot of fun with it, though. We like the interactions with you guys. Gives us something to try to better our abilities to, communicate consistently there for, like I said, 3.5 hours, commercial free.
Yeah, no, we're sitting here with you guys. I know some people have chimed in the past watching the game and everything, or not watching the game, but listening to us while they're at work and things like that. So we appreciate that. As the Rams get set to kick it off here to the Chiefs, Zerline setting it up on the tee. It's a nice day, it looks like, in LA, despite all of the fires and issues that are going on there. So it's going to be a deep kick, but it's going to be fielded about the 1. And he's going to get it out to about the 24-yard line.
As Mahomes trots back out on the field for his second drive of the game. We talked about it. I mean, Mahomes just playing ungodly. I don't think anybody, like I said, expected this kind of performance in his first year as a starter.
No.
Kind of taking the league by storm. On pace for a lot of records. Yeah, it's unreal what this kid's doing.
Yeah, no, it is. So he's got 3 wide out. He's going to fake the handoff to Hunt, dump it off to Kelce, who makes a one-handed catch. And Kelce fighting off 4 defenders, and gets about 3 yards on the play. So we're going to see 2nd and 7 here with just about 5:15 remaining in the first half as the Rams are leading Kansas City 13-0. You know, you have to have production out of the Chiefs on this drive. They have to really show what they can do. You know, in losses, Mahomes has only been able to throw 23 for 36. So he's going to he's going to hand it off to Hunt. Hunt's going to break it out. Big breakaway.
Big
he's at
run
40,
here.
50, down to about the 45. He's on the LA 45. Big run there.
Huge run.
Gain of about 20 on that play. I'm sorry, 20. Yeah, gain about 25 on that play.
Kareem Hunt kind of emerged on the NFL last year as a rookie. Had a huge year for you fantasy football players out there. He kind of saved my season as I had drafted David Johnson. As David Johnson went out, I had a Hunt on my bench and ended up filling in really, really well, picking up where he left off from last year.
Yeah. Carl chimes in. He asked, "What's in the jugs?" It's just Sprite tonight. And we're going to get Mahomes. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it off to Hill. Hill's going to get a gain of about 12 on the play, it looks, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Big play there. Actually, a little bit longer than that. It looks like it's going to be a gain of about 16. So you're going to see this as the Chiefs dump down the field. We've already seen it when you have Hill and can't even think. When you have Hill and Travis Kelce able to catch the ball, and then you have Hunt able to get the big runoff, it's going to open up Hill and Kelce for more catches.
Weapons everywhere.
So it's 3 wide out. He's going to fake the handoff to Hunt. He looking deep down to the left. In the end zone, he's
touchdown.
Got him. And that is going to be Tyreek Hill for the touchdown.
Drop that on a dime
pass.
between 2 defenders. Really, again, as small as Tyreek Hill is, man, he makes some tough contested catches. This is a guy that, Jalen Ramsey of the Jaguars ragged on, for always a Pro Bowler because of his returning skills and whatnot. This guy came into tonight with just under 1,000 yards receiving already. Here we are in week 11 of the year, at 911 yards receiving. He makes about a 30-yard catch there for a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Beautiful catch.
And there's a kick's going to be up and good.
As the Chiefs pull it back to within a 1-possession game, the Rams lead the Chiefs here 13-7 on a touchdown pass for Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. Chiefs, as we talked about, and as I said a couple minutes ago, I mean, they've got weapons all over the field. You've got Tyreek Hill, who's got the speed at wide receiver. You mentioned Kelce, which in my opinion is probably the top tight end in the league right now. His ability to make plays, with his hands, he's got probably some of the best hands in the league as a tight end. He does have good speed for a tight end, but he doesn't lack on the field as a blocker. So he's really that all-around tight end. And then we talked about it, Kareem Hunt and what he brings, from the running game. You can't really focus, if you're a defense, you can't focus on Mahomes too much because Hunt will kill you. You can't focus on Hunt too much because Mahomes will kill you. They really do. They've got weapons all over the field.
And that's why this is a great game and great matchup, too, because you can say the same thing going the other way with the Rams. The Rams and Goff and Gurley have so many weapons on their end. They can get the same thing. I mean, with Cooks and Woods, both of those receivers, I think how many yards do they have? Or how many catches do they have? I think they have 50 catches or something like that. The two of them.
Yeah.
And I want to say 700 or 800 plus yards.
Right.
So I mean, two big time receivers able to take the load off Gurley. who's just had an amazing year as well. You can't blame the fact that this is going to be the matchup of the year. Period.
I mean,
like you said, this could be a Super Bowl preview.
Yeah, and I think it's playing out to what we expected. Obviously, we expected some high flying offense with some struggling defense, to say the least. Like I said, kind of going into this year with the Rams, you looked at them on paper, and if you listened to any of the live streams before, I was kind of a big advocate for the Rams, saying that they were probably the most well-rounded team in the NFL when you look at everything. I mean, just their ability on offense, what they should be on defense, and what they bring from a special teams perspective. I thought they were the most rounded team. They've disappointed a little bit defensively. They brought in some extra pass rush help by trading for Dante Fowler from the Jaguars. They put this kind of collection of personalities, with Sue and Peters. These are guys that are really, really good at their respective positions, but some guys that haven't been known as some of the better locker room presence. So you didn't know how that was going to blend. It doesn't seem to be much of an issue, but underperforming, to say the least.
Buster with the kick.
Rams back to receive, takes it out of the end zone, breaks out to about the 15 before stumbling and being tackled, brought down at about the 16-yard line. Brandon Cooks with the kickoff return.
Going back to the play they're showing, it was Joyner who had the coverage, or who had the lost coverage as a safety on Tyreek Hill, that was able to let him get over the top of his cornerback. Great play. Shields, he just outran Shields and didn't get any help from Joyner. That was a simple fact on that one.
Yeah, Hill's body control to be able to turn around and make that catch, pretty amazing. Goff lined up under center here, hands the ball off to Gurley. Gurley cuts back to the left side, cuts it up the middle, gains about 2.5 yards on that. It's going to bring up second down and about 7 or 8. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Again, the Rams leading the Chiefs 13-7. Two teams at 9-1, leading their respective conferences in record. Exciting Monday Night Football game. A lot of hype around this game.
A lot of hype. Doesn't even.
Goff in the gun, throws over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds for yet another 15-yard completion over the middle. It's going to bring 1st and 10 as the Rams go into this no huddle again, which seems to have been working pretty well.
Yeah,
for the Rams.
Continues to work for the Rams.
Goff under center here. He's got Gurley in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Play action fake. Throws deep down the field to the left. A lot of contact there.
And we got 2 flags thrown there.
2 flags thrown on the field. And looked like, who was that?
On the coverage?
No, I think it was Brandon Cooks. Yeah, it was Brandon Cooks that they throw deep to. But there were 2 flags thrown on the field. The refs are kind of huddled up now, figuring it all out. There was definitely a lot of contact. It's just a matter of who made the contact first. But here's the play call. There was holding on the defense. That penalty is declined. Pass interference also on the defense. So 2 penalties on the play. The pass interference is the one that they're going to take. That's going to be a spot foul. That was a deep throw by Goff that ended up going down to about the 27-yard line, and that's where Nelson again makes contact in the upper body, upper portion of the shoulder pads and helmet. Goff under center throws out to his left, complete to Higbee, gain of about 4 or 5 yards on that. It's going to bring up second down and about 5. Goff brings the team in under huddle, so slows down the pace of the offense there a little bit. It's just under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Goff under center. Again, Gurley in the backfield. He's got 2 to his left. Hands it off. I'm sorry, that's Malcolm Brown. Hands it off to Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown off to the right-hand side. Gets the first down. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from about the 14-yard line. Or about the 17-yard line. Sorry about that.
This Rams offense is just unstoppable right now.
Ball snapped. Goff moving around, feeling the pressure. Throws over the middle, complete. Looked like to, was that Thompson? No, it was Reynolds. I'm sorry. Reynolds again. Throws over to Reynolds. Now Goff hurrying up to get up on the line.
Got about 1 minute left in the first quarter here.
Goff under center. Ref stop and play to make sure the defense gets a chance to sub. Hands the ball off to, I can't tell if that was Gurley or if that was Brown. Looked like Brown. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see. They're not using Gurley a whole lot here in the goal line as he marches out to the field now. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 7-yard line. Gurley, like I said, one of the most dangerous weapons in the NFL, in my opinion. Is probably the best player in the NFL right now. You need him out here in these situations. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got about 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball on the 5-yard line. Goff takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Gurley. Throws left side. Complete to Reynolds. Did he get both feet in? And I don't think they did. I think he was pushed out of bounds a little bit.
I'd like to see that toe tap.
Yeah, that was
it was close.
The angle that they showed on TV wasn't great, but here's the replay.
1 foot. Ah, it's on the line. That's why.
Man, I mean, you talk about close. His toe was on the line. Was smart enough to drag the back foot in. If his toe was over maybe another 1.5 inches more into the paint there, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, it literally was toes on the line. And they just went to commercial here.
It's the end of the first quarter.
Well, Sean McVay looked to be chirping at the refs on that one, so we'll see what happens when they come back. He might get the free look all day down, every angle that he wants before he has to make the call.
We got 63 of you guys in here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you hitting like. And while you're here, if we got 63 of you guys, please hit that thumbs up, man. We'd really appreciate that. Again, that helps us get found. That helps us get recognized. Tim and Joe, you guys doing everything that you're doing, trying to pump up the feed and bring in followers. We really, really appreciate that.
Carl chimed in. He said he asked what was in the jugs earlier. He said it's good to see us back. So we
appreciate that, Carl. Man. Appreciate that, man.
So we appreciate you.
Yeah,
guys.
Tonight we're keeping it light. I'm just drinking some soda. I do have some beer that we're gonna crack into here in a little while. But last time we had some. What do we have? Crown and
Crown. You guys had us doing shots of Crown and Tin Cup, I think.
Woo, man, that made for a tough day at work. The next day. So yeah, learn our lesson
there. Keep it a little bit lighter.
Oh man,
we have fun with you guys though. So we have plenty of people that chime in and sitting there going through. It's Joe. It is waiting patiently to figure out what's going to happen with this play. It's going to be tough to find out.
Yeah,
who's going to wind up.
Get ready for the second quarter here. Rams driving here, trying to go back up by 2 scores. Again, we talked about it in the first quarter. Rams get 2 touchdowns, the missed extra point. Chiefs are held to a 3-and-out on their first possession, but on the second possession, do march down the field and get a touchdown from Mahomes to Hill. Again, with these 2 defenses struggling as much as they do, going against these 2 high-powered offenses, each possession that a team doesn't score is critical in this game. Absolutely. And, in the first possession of the game for the Chiefs to be held out to a 3-and-out, it's huge for the Rams, for sure.
Yeah. So as we come back.
In the second quarter, getting ready to start here. It's 3rd and goal. Goff lined in the gun from the 5-yard line. He's got trips to his right. He's got Gurley to his left and 1 wide receiver to his left. Chiefs load the box. Looks like they're going to bring some pressure. Goff, quick snap, throws out to his left. There were hands, the tight end there. Who was that? 81. Who was 81? Gerald Everett being held in the end zone
all day long.
Yeah, all day long. There's multiple flags on the field. So I'm imagining this is going to be a pass interference, and it was. Pass interference on Eric Murray in the end zone is going to put this ball at the 1 yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Rams.
Yeah, huge penalty against. And as he's pulling off, the defender was sitting there shaking his hands like, I didn't mean to. You got to be, stupid penalty here on those. You can
put your hands on them within the first 5 yards. After that, you got to get your head around. Ball was tipped. So actually, is that legit that it's a pass interference call, or should it have been a holding?
I think it's even if it's coming out of his hand and before it was tipped, I'm sure the timing and everything could be questioned. Kansas City's going to take a timeout here. Andy Reid, the 60-year-old veteran head coach.
Yeah, the ball is tipped. He's saying the same thing. If the ball's tipped.
Yeah, he's in the back judge's face, kind of saying that ball was tipped. That should not have been called.
Yeah, but I think the problem with it was kind of like what you were saying. I think the foul occurred and the holding and the pass interference
before the
ball is tipped. Yeah, the problem here is, he's got his hands all over him and he doesn't get his head whipped around until the last second possible. So just a bad play by the defender. But Andy Reid's got a good reason to gripe here.
Oh, and Andy Goff coming over to find out what's going on. Andy Reid tells him, "Get the blank out of here." Wow. And there's 3 judges huddling with Andy Reid. I'm not sure if Andy Reid threw the challenge flag there. It looked like they may have. So, can you? I didn't know you could challenge.
I didn't think you could. Wow, that's interesting.
They're challenging here the ruling on the field of pass interference. I didn't know you could challenge a penalty flag.
I didn't think you could. Like that's one I've never seen. They're actually challenging the pass interference call that the ball was tipped prior to the interference. Wow, yeah.
Maybe he's challenging the way that he worded it to them is, I'm challenging that ball was tipped.
Yeah, but even then, I
don't know. How do you make that call? At that point, they still could be turned around and say that it's holding.
Right. Yeah,
And yes, Joe, we're sitting here saying the same thing. Joe says he challenged. Mark. Yeah, he challenged it. I don't know how. We'll have to look up that.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the refs say when he comes back, because I didn't think that you could challenge a penalty call. So again, I guess
maybe there's something in the bylaws that allows him to challenge it on a tip situation.
Yeah, interesting.
I've never seen a challenge. You know what? To that extent, I'm surprised by it, but I like it.
Yeah.
Because of the fact I've always said I think you should be able to challenge a penalty call if you want to.
Yeah. The problem with it is some of that stuff is judgment call, and I get it, so
is that though. That's a judgment call, and they can go back and review it.
Challenging whether somebody's feet were in bounds or whether somebody made a catch or anything, that's pretty cut and dry. It's not really a judgment call. Like a penalty call is more so a feeling, an in the moment kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know. I can see both sides of it, whether it should be debatable or not.
How heated do you think they come back and show Sean McVay on this?
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially if they overturn it.
Absolutely. McVay would have every right to be upset with this. I get Andy Reid's point, but I don't know the NFL rulebook like the back of my hand, so I don't know what will stand here. What really can Andy Reid challenge on this play? But it'll be interesting to see what they do. But this is a big play for the Chiefs. If the Chiefs get this ruling, and it is
reversed.
The call is reversed on the field. So smart move by Andy Reid.
Sean McVay is flipping out. He is not happy right now in the ref's face, wanting an explanation on this.
So that changes a lot. That brings up 4th and goal, and now Zerline's coming on the field for a field goal instead of being 1st and 10 or 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. Yeah. So smart move by Andy Reid. Good on him for knowing the rule book like the back of his hand. As he gets that play or that penalty call overturned. just under really underway here in the second quarter. 14 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Rams lining up for a field goal to try to attempt to go up 16-7 here. Zierlein already missed an extra point early on in the game. This is going to be a 23-yard attempt lined up on the left hash. The ball is snapped. Kick is up and right down the middle.
You know who we need? We need our own Ed Hockley here that we can go to in that situation, get an explanation on how that's able to happen.
Absolutely.
So Rams continue to kind of chunk away here, 16-7. This game is not going quite as we thought. Still quite a few scores, but we expected this to come out and be just high score, score after score after score after score.
Right.
And really, we've seen the Rams really put the Chiefs' offense and Kareem Hunt and Patrick Mahomes a little bit on their heels. Now, that was on the first drive. The second drive, they come out, they get 7 points on a great throw to Tyreek Hill for about a 30-yard touchdown pass. So the key is what comes out of this. What comes out of this drive, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop and only getting 3 points and put some more points on the board and really make that early Zierlein miss on the extra point start to affect the game plan for the Rams.
Absolutely. Rams lined up here to kick off to the Chiefs. Chiefs' first possession of the second quarter.
And Zierlein has been kicking the ball a little short today.
Yeah, so everything's been kind of right at the goal line.
So we're going to see this kick doesn't look very different. This one's going to be a line drive back towards the back of the end zone. It's going to go back, so it's going to be a touchback. Now Mahomes and this Kansas City offense comes on. Patrick Mahomes, his father used to play for the Minnesota Twins. And Jared Goff and his dad also, I think, had a background in college baseball.
Yeah.
So both these guys coming from baseball backgrounds, coming in and being high-powered QBs in the NFL. And Mahomes is going to step back in the gun. He's going to hand the ball off to Hunt. Hunt's going to get about 4 on the play out to about the 29-yard line. So you're going to see 2nd and 6 here. You got about 14:40 left on the clock in the first half. Again, not the game that I think that what we expected out of both these teams, but Mahomes and the Kansas City offense kind of trucking down the field here. He's got 2 wide out to the right, 2 out to the left in shotgun.
Mahomes making some audible calls there at the line.
Slight adjustments. Quick pass out to the right, and that's going to be out to Hunt, who's going to get about 4 on the play. So now we're going to see 3rd and 2 here on about the 33-yard line for Kansas City. As we've said, this offense, such a high-powered offense, to be kind of stifled on that first drive. Mahomes has to really kind of come back. When he's got 2.5 seconds or more, Mahomes is lethal. 135 passer rating.
Yeah.
That's just lethal in this league when you have less than 3 seconds to be able to get the ball out.
Yeah, that's part of Mahomes' game, and that's part of what makes him dangerous is his ability to get rid of the ball quickly.
Kansas City's going to call a timeout, by the way. 13:34 left on the clock in the first half.
Yeah, he's got the uncanny ability to really read a defense very well, almost Manning-esque in the sense that he's just very football intelligent. He can, like I said, he can read a defense in a way that not many quarterbacks can. We struggle with our frustrations here in Baltimore, with the last 10 or 11 years of Joe Flacco. Not that we don't value Joe Flacco as a quarterback, but just his ability to read a defense, make some in-game adjustments, make adjustments at the line, make audible calls, things that some quarterbacks take for granted, and Mahomes is very good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. He is lethal when it comes to certain things. All right, so he's got 4 wide out, 2. He's got another tight end out there as well. Trips out to the left. He moves Hunt over to his left side, And he's looking deep down the field. He's got a wide open Tyreek Hill for about a 20-yard gain down to about the 46-yard line of the Rams. Big play here from the line of scrimmage.
Tyreek Hill, man, is a kid on a mission, man. This guy, like I said, I mean, Jalen Ramsey gave him a lot of crap as being a Pro Bowler, as a returner, that, you know, didn't want to give him a credit as a wide receiver, but this guy is really showing up this year.
Absolutely. He's been helping Mahomes in this offense just to grow and continue to gain, march down the field. Kelsey in motion out to the left, 2 wide receivers out to the left, and Hunt out to the right. He's going to fake the handoff to Hunt. He's looking deep again. He's got Kelsey, and it's just over Kelsey's hand at about the 20-yard line there.
Had Kelsey pretty much wide open over the middle, just threw it out of the reach.
Just a little too high, about a foot too high there, out of the reach of Kelsey. It wasn't. It was a little close for comfort, I'm sure, for L.A. Literally just out of there. Oh, it almost tipped his hands there.
Mahomes had a little bit of pressure on that. Had somebody rapping at his feet there as he threw the ball, so that could have changed the trajectory on the ball a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm sure when you're throwing off your back foot, it's going to change everything a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, so now we're going to see 2 wide out to the right. Or I'm sorry, 2 wide out to the left. You got Kelsey out to the right. He's going to shift Hunt to the left. Fakes the handoff to Hunt. Rolls out to the left. Has a Hill wide open at about the 13-yard line and runs out of bounds.
He has a Hill.
Yeah.
Mahomes rolls out to his left and throws to a Hill.
Hey, he might as well. The Hill catches everything.
Yeah, the Hill does catch everything. Very aware of where he was near the sidelines, able to stamp both feet down in bounds before going out, showing his body control again there.
Absolutely. Mahomes will have 2 out to the right, Kelsey out to the left. Hunt, he's going to hand the ball off to Hunt up the middle, who's going to drive with a little extra effort, and he's going to get about 6 on the play. So we're going to see second and about 4. 12 minutes left here in the second half as the Chiefs charge down the field against the Rams here. Tyreek Hill's going to come off the field, little break for him.
Kareem Hunt, man, very versatile back, guy that can do it all, run and catch.
Absolutely. Mahomes is in the shotgun. He sends Hunt and another wide receiver out to the left. I didn't see who it was before he moved out of the screen there. So he's got 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Kelsey and Hill at the top. Hill is standing there. And we get a wide open over the center. And that's going to be Conley?
Yeah,
Conley with the catch there. That's going to get up. There's going to be a flag on the play. This looks like it's going to come back.
Yeah, it's holding on the offense. Holding on the offense, that 10-yard killer is the Cameron Irving.
Left guard there, holding on that. Mahomes trying to get everybody moving. I think he just called Tyreek Hill back onto the field here.
Yeah.
He wants his biggest threat out there on the field with him. And clear holding there.
Aaron Donald, one of the most feared pass rushers, was able to get around the guard. The guard just kind of wrapped his arm around him. And
Kansas City has given up 92 yards on 9 penalties so far in this game.
Yeah.
Rams 0. Mahomes has got 2 out to the right. Hunt out to his right. He's going to step back. He's got some pressure. He's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to hit
Kareem Hunt.
Hunt's going to get the first down and more. Gain of about 12 there on the play. So great throw there.
Another
flag on the field.
Man, there's a lot of laundry on the field in this game.
There is, man.
Good Lord.
And you're going to see the refs kind of huddle up here.
Looks like it might go against the Chiefs yet again.
They're going to call it a first down.
I guess they didn't call the penalty. They pulled the flag. They picked the flag up.
Yeah.
So whatever it was not called. Again, a good pass there for a gain of about 15 yards to Hunt over the right side by Mahomes. Again, Hunt's just a very versatile back. Dude can do it all. He's kind of this new age style running back that we're seeing that can do everything.
Pretty much anything. Mahomes in the gun. He's got Hunt out to his left. He shifts him out to the left. Hill's to his right. He rolls back, rolls out to the right. He gets out to about the line of scrimmage. Out of bounds. There is another flag on the play.
Dante Fowler was giving him the pressure, chasing him from behind, forced Mahomes out of bounds. We'll see what the flag is here. So the refs get together and talk about it.
Yet again.
Holding on the defense.
Big shift there.
And it's on Troy Hill. It's going to give the Rams good field position here in striking distance. 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like where they're gonna spot it. So from the 8, we got 2 out to the left. He's got Kelsey out to the right, Hunt to his right. He's going to hand the ball off to Hunt. Hunt's going to get an effort. He gets about a yard on the play. Let's see where they spot this. Forward progress, I would put it at about a 1-yard gain here.
If you're going to attack this Rams defense through the middle of the defense, it's not the way to do it.
It's not. You got to attack them on the edge.
Not with Sue, not with Donald, not with Fowler. I mean, their front line, it's loaded with all pros. So you're going to attack this defense. You want to attack them to the outside and through the air.
All right, so you got 3 wide out to the right, including Hill and Kelsey out there, and Connolly's out there as well. You got 1 out to the left. Hunt's to his right in the shotgun. He's calling audibles twice. He comes back up. 6 left on the play clock. He moves Hunt over to his left, snaps it off. He's going to be a QB keep, and he's going to slide down at about the 2-yard line. They're calling for Kansas City is calling for a flag. He slid, and Sue was the man that hit him. Not surprised if this is a late hit, but they didn't call it here.
Yeah, Mahomes goes down, and he slides kind of with his legs first. I mean, he kind of like almost
sideways.
Yeah, he almost balled up in a ball, but what happened was Sue came over from the backside, and I mean, like clobbered him over the head.
Clubbed him with that big club of an arm.
Yeah, I mean, it really isn't I guess a penalty on the play, but nonetheless, a dirty hit by a dirty player.
Trips out to the right, Hunt behind Mahomes in the backfield. He's going to keep it. He's going to dump it off to Hunt. Hunt's going to get around the edge, but he doesn't break the edge, and he gets a loss of about 2 out of bounds with 8:44 left on the clock in the first half.
Pushed out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and goal, and an interesting early game decision for Andy Reid. Do you go for it here on 4th and goal, or do you just take the points and kick the field goal here?
I think they're going to go for the field goal here. I don't know that you break
Smart
for it this
move.
early.
Smart move early on.
Joe was asking about the call on Ndamukong Suh. Yeah, no call.
Yeah,
on
no
that.
call.
We were both a little surprised. I think that should have been a flag. The way Suh hit him to the hands to the head, hit to the head there. So it'll be snapped back. Butker is going to hit it down the middle.
That brings the score to 16-10.
16-10. Really a 1-score game here for Kansas City. A touchdown brings it to a tie, or two field goals as a 2-possession game. But you're going to see the Rams get the ball back with about 8 minutes left on the clock in the first quarter here, in the first half. We got 70 of you guys now watching. We appreciate it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. We got 7 likes right now. If you like what you're hearing, you guys have been tuning in for a long time, I'm sure. If you're out there, make sure you hit that like button. It helps move us up when you guys are searching for things, or when your friends and family are searching for stuff. When it comes to these Monday night streams, we do this every Monday night. Past 2 Mondays has been a little bit harder because I was in Florida. But we love doing this. We love having fun, and we love interacting. We haven't had a lot of people chiming in.
I was actually going to say, so we got 77 of you out there watching right now. We appreciate each and every one of you watching. One of the things that I always ask on these live streams, just because I like to know a little bit about what attracts you to the show and what brought you guys in. So if you could, even if you're not chiming in right now, if you could just take a second, let us know, how did you find us? Did you just search for Monday Night Football on YouTube? Did you do a Google search?
Did you come over from Tim chiming in on
did you come over from another stream that you didn't really like? Like, tell us a little bit about what brought you here, what's keeping you here, and if you guys have any questions, again, it doesn't all have to be related to this game. If you got any questions going on in the NFL or going on around the league right now, we encourage the interaction. We need some things to talk about.
But we're filling 3 hours with no commercial breaks.
Yeah,
so just
3.5 hours of commercial free. So, we're both from Baltimore. We're both Ravens fans at heart, but we're football fans first and foremost. Obviously, the Ravens are who we know like the back of our hands, but you know our knowledge base as far as the NFL goes is pretty good. But you know, any kind of inside information that you guys may have or things that you want to, you know, again, interact with us or maybe fill us in on, we appreciate that for sure.
Megan actually chimes in after you asked for it. She says, we searched for the Chiefs game.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Megan.
We appreciate that. Hopefully you guys are liking what you're hearing with us. We appreciate it. You know, like you said, we're from Baltimore. We just do this, you know, really it's for fun. You know, our handle, as you guys can see, it's at Birdland BS. I got it on my hat here. We're both wearing the Birdland BS gear, which you can check out on the website, www.birdlandbs.com. Any social media, all social media sites, all you got to do, search at Birdland BS. You'll be able to find us, no problem.
Chiefs lined up here to kick it off. Here with 8:04 left in the second quarter, Rams leading the Chiefs 16-10. Ball's kicked in the back of the end zone, and the Rams kneel it. It's going to take over at the 25-yard line.
Akeem chimes in and asks if we've been showing the game. We're not showing it just because we've got other things going on outside of these Monday night games, and the copyrights we're not going to risk.
Not only that, YouTube will kick us off if we actually show the live stream. YouTube will kick us off. That's why you see if you do any kind of searching on YouTube, the ones that are actively going are the ones that are doing the commentary, because YouTube doesn't bother you with that. But unfortunately, they don't allow us to show it. Goff lined up under the center here from the 25-yard line. Hands off to Gurley. Gurley up the middle. Gets about 4.5, 5 yards on that play. Out to about the 29-yard line. Again, we talk about it. You know, Todd Gurley and what he does for this team.
Yeah.
We talked about Hunt and how versatile he is. Gurley is right there, obviously, in that same category. You know, a lot of these newer age running backs, it's more not just what can you do for me in the running game, but what can you do for me in the passing game, because this league is just going to passing.
Yeah.
Goff in the gun, gets pressure up the middle, and he's sacked. Sacked by Big Williams. 98 on the Chiefs. Up the middle. That's the first sack of the game of Goff, and I mean, that didn't take long. 98 really came through there untouched. Somebody missed their assignment on that. As Goff loses about 5 yards on that play. He's going to bring up third down at about 10 yards.
Yeah. We got two people chiming in. Joe chimes in and says he was looking a few weeks ago. He's been in here the past few weeks. It's for the Pats-Bills game and found us. And Lucinda just chimed in and said from Oregon, but originally from Kansas City. And
Goff on third down and 13. Lines up in the gun, looking to his left, looking over the middle. Gets some pressure again. Tries to scramble out of the pocket. He's sacked and fumbled. The Chiefs pounce on the ball, but was the ball out? And it was.
They're calling it out. This will be a good replay to see. Goff appeared to be holding his hand there as he stood up.
Yeah, ball knocked out. It's hard to tell if Goff was actually down. It looks like McVay thinks he was down. Not to me. That ball was moving
before his knee hits.
Yeah.
This is going to be
I think if they review this, McVay is going to be wasting a challenge here, as that ball is clearly moving and on its way out of his hand before his knee touches the ground. So the Chiefs are going to take over possession here in Rams territory with a shot to take the lead if they can score a touchdown here midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, I think that was defensive end Bailey, I believe, that jumped on that ball to be able to get the Chiefs to recover it here.
Lucinda, appreciate you, like he said, tuning in from Oregon. Big Chiefs fan out there, and originally from Kansas City. So appreciate you tuning in. If you got anything that you want to talk about, please let us know.
Yeah, and Akeem chimes in and says he understands our situation, but he's going to still chime in for the chalk. Mahomes is going to drop back. It's going to be a fake run. He's going to pass it out to Hunt. Hunt's going to get in for the touchdown.
Wow, what a play. Yeah, Mahomes avoids pressure there, dumps the ball off, and gets it out to Hunt, and Hunt does the rest.
Quick fake reverse there. He rolls out to the right, finds Hunt.
Turns on the afterburners and beats the DB, the safety there, to the front corner of the end zone, gets in for the touchdown.
And just like that, Fred, this game is tied now 16-16, and this is now where that missed extra point by Zerline
comes into play. Absolutely.
If Butker can hit this extra point, it's now a 1-point game in favor of the Chiefs.
Butker lined up here for the kick.
And he's going to kick it. It's going to be right down the center. And that's it, 17-16. And Mahomes looks fired up. He's got fire in his eyes. He is serious about finding Hunt and getting this team this win.
Chiefs take the lead for the first time in the game here in the second quarter. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the first half. In what has been a pretty entertaining football game already. It's shaping up to be exactly what we expected it to be, a high-scoring game. This was going to be a game that kind of came down to who could make the most stops on defense and who could win the turnover battle, because obviously these two teams offensively are going to basically score at will.
Yeah, absolutely. We've talked about that.
So there's your first turnover of the game that results in 7 points going the other way for the Chiefs. Huge turn of events there.
And the Chiefs with their defense are ranked 29th, so to get that turnover, huge for them.
Absolutely.
And on the other side of the ball, the Rams defense is ranked 20th, so if they can stay on top of it, it's just going to be this continuing piece of which defense can put the stop to the other. I think everybody really predicted this to be a high-scoring game. We still have, the entire second half to go. We have, I think it was just under 3 minutes, or just about 3 minutes left in the first half. And this game is going to be a brawl till the end, I believe.
Absolutely. As
this game goes on, too, I think you're going to see we're already seeing a lot of physicality in this game. Luckily, no injuries thus far in this game. We had some of the big weapons for Kansas City that were questionable in Sammy Watkins, who is in this game. He's playing. Yeah. He's had a few targets to this point. But you've also had the doubtful safety Eric Berry, who you can see it a little bit in the Chiefs defense, not having Berry there.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a pretty decent safety.
Eric Berry's a Pro Bowl safety, a guy that battled cancer and made his way back to the league and still playing at an elite level. Unfortunately, he's a little banged up right now, so he's not. Injury. Yeah, so not playing in this game. But I think the bigger picture here is you've got two of the best in the business from a coaching standpoint, right? You've got Andy Reid, who's the older generation coach who has really had a lot of success pretty much everywhere he's gone throughout his NFL career. As a coach, you've got Sean McVay, the young guy, the young up-and-coming guy. He's about our age. I want to say he's like 36 years old, maybe. Yeah. This guy turned around a franchise in really 2 seasons that was on the flip side of what they're doing right now under Jeff Fisher and that regime.
Yeah, Butker's going to set off the kick here.
The Rams back to receive it. Looks like a short kick, received at about the 5-yard line. Cuts it upfield out to about the 21, 22-yard line, but there's a flag on the field in the backfield. Looks like it could be another one of those, either
looks like it's going to be holding
or a block in the back. We'll see what happens here on the return team.
I think you're going to see a holding call here.
Yeah, holding on the return team. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
On Ramik Wilson.
Not going to be good field position here for the Rams. So they're going to have a long field to drive to try to get into the red zone, get into scoring position.
Yeah. It's funny. We were talking about Andy Reid, the crafty old guy as far as coaches in the league. What's funny about him, two facts about him regarding LA. He actually grew up and played in the Monday Night Football punt pass kick competition when he was 13 years old.
Wow. Gurley takes the handoff, runs up to the right side of the line, gains about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
And he grew up in Los Angeles, so that this happened at the Rams Stadium. And then he also worked his summers as a vendor for the Dodgers.
Wow.
At Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
So there's his LA tie.
Yeah, pretty cool. Just a big sports guy in general.
And a big man. They showed that when he was 13 years old.
Very big guy. Goff lined up here in the gun. He's got Gurley to his right. He's got Trips out to his left. 4 total wide. Goff takes the snap, drops back at about the 5-yard line, steps into the pocket, throws over the middle, complete. Looks like Brandon Cooks, gain of about 20 yards on that play. Just under 5.5 left to go here in the second quarter of the first half. It looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line.
Woods took the safety with him there, which is what gave Cooks that ability to get that ball.
Goff under center, fakes the handoff to Gurley, looking deep down the left side of the field, thrown a little too far for Brandon Cooks, as Cooks was really being kept up with stride for stride by the corner there with the Chiefs. Yeah, thrown a little out of his range.
Our boy Tim is back. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you coming back in, Tim, as always. We got 72 of you guys out there watching. Just take a second. It means the world to us just to hit that thumbs up. Really helps us a lot as far as getting recognized, and hopefully get some more of you guys in here watching and commenting. And, and again, let us know how you found the stream, how you found us. We could, we appreciate some of the feedback as to where you guys found our stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goff here under center from the 35-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's got Gurley in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to his left. Hands the ball off to Gurley. Gurley right side's going to gain about another 2 or 3 tough yards on that play, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Gurley really hasn't had any big chunk yardage plays yet. Hadn't really been able to get going in the offense as really the Rams have committed to throwing the ball a lot so far this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been all the Rams wide receivers in this game. Gurley's been getting the ball a little bit, but not as much as many people thought he was going to here.
We're in the second quarter, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Chiefs leading the Rams 17-16. 3rd down and 6. Goff takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws over the middle, but incomplete as he tried to get the ball to Robert Woods. Tight coverage there by the Chiefs and their defense. Going to bring up 4th and 6 as the Chiefs with a big hold there.
Big stop for them.
Yeah, going to get the ball about 4 minutes left to go in the first half with a chance to add to their 1-point lead.
It's been a big quick shift here for Kansas City Chiefs being able to put the stop and really change their game plan against the Rams. And you're going to see Hill is going to be back here for this punt. And punt comes off clean. He's going to get the punt. It's going to go out to the left. And Hill's going to field it at about the 6-7 yard line. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Finds a hole in the center and gets it back out to about the 25-yard line. But we do have a flag there on the play.
God, that guy is unreal with his ability to cut and his acceleration, like just being able to make a move and get going. He's got to be one of the fastest in the league at doing that. Not just running in a straight line, but his just ability to make a cut and make a move. It really sets him apart from everybody else, especially as a returner.
Absolutely. He's a deadly threat and can take you out at any point.
Looks like an illegal block in the back.
On the Chiefs.
Going to bring the ball back, which would have been decent field position. But, yeah, I mean, you can see there Lucas with a little bit of a shove. I don't know if that was really in the back or not. I mean, it was hard to say.
Look, his hand was on him.
Yeah, I mean,
a little tough call there.
Yeah. I don't know if that was more of an acting job or if that was...
it sure as heck looked like it, that's for sure.
It didn't look like much of an extension of the arm there to really be shoving him. But nonetheless, the defender lost his balance. Ref threw the flag on the field, and Chiefs are going to have to suffer the consequences.
Yeah. Tim chiming in. Hopefully, please answer Tim's question. And Tim is asking if anyone else is having our mouths moving and sound coming 2 seconds later. Please let us know so that we can make sure there's nothing on our end. It shouldn't be. Looks like our end is clean. So maybe try refreshing stream, but let us know.
Yeah, 75 of you guys out there watching. We got 14 thumbs up now. We appreciate that. Anybody that hasn't hit thumbs up, please do that. Where are you guys listening at? Are you guys listening from home? You guys listening in from work? Let us know. This helps us kind of market ourselves a little bit better as to, our audience and who's listening. Are you guys listening in your cars? You listening at the office? You listening at home, snuggled up in bed?
Yeah, right.
Where are you guys listening from? We just curious.
Shout out to Napstown Clown. Who just subscribed to us.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate that if you're watching. Great game so far.
Shashinka Joe says he's listening at home. Brian says he's listening in Shelby, Montana. Oh, awesome.
All right, Mahomes, this ball, they're going to have the ball at about the 3-yard line. Mahomes is going to be under center here, 3 out to the right. He's going to hand the ball off to Hunt. Hunt's going to charge the ball out and get about 3 on the play. So we're going to have 2nd and 7 from about the 6-yard line.
Curtis is listening at his home. Curtis, where you at? Where's home? Marshall tuning in. Okay. Marshall tuning in from Tampa, Florida. Appreciate it. You guys are all over the country.
I was just down in Tampa. That's where I was. I was down in Sarasota. You'll know the area. Sarasota and Siesta Key. All right, Mahomes is going to be back in the gun. He's got Hunt to his right, Kelsey out to his left, Hill out to the right. Going to drop back from his own end zone. He's going to throw the ball off to Hill. Hill's going to make a man miss and get, it's going to be real close. He's going to get about 6, maybe 7 yards here to see where they spot this ball. He's probably going to be at about the, I'm going to say he's probably going to be at about the 12-yard line.
Be real close to a first down.
Real close to that 13, in between the 12 and 13. It's going to be really come down to where they spot this ball.
Swisher House, appreciate the subscribe, brother. Megan says she's listening from Springfield, Missouri. Appreciate you, Megan. Tim Dahm, Melview, Washington. Oh, okay. I was going to say Bellevue. I'm geographically challenged. I didn't know where it was.
All right, Mahomes has Hunt to his left, pushing him out to his right. He's going to have Hill. He's going to throw it off to Hill. Play action. Hill's going to get a few yards before stepping out of bounds, and it's going to be first down, gain of about 8 on the play with 3 minutes left now. 3 minutes left on the clock.
Lucinda says she's a grandma snuggled at home. I like it, Lucinda. You're a techie grandma then, listening to live streams on YouTube. I like it. Joe says he's from Hampton Roads, Norfolk more specifically. Okay.
Swisher says he's on the moon.
He's in the moon. I love it.
Oh, my goodness.
We are on the moon.
He's got Hill to his left, pushes him out to his, Hunt out to his left, pushes him to his right. He's going to hand the ball off to Hunt, and he's going to get a gain of about 2 on the play.
I tell you, Hunt is a workhorse. We haven't seen anything from the backup running back. I mean, this is a guy that's a 3-down running back. He's out there on every play. It just goes to show what kind of athleticism and what kind of stamina this guy's got.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, he's been nonstop and being able to power through. Now, we talked about it before. You don't want to power through the center of this offensive line, and when he's been powering through, he's only been getting about 2, maybe 3. When he's going out to those edges, that's where he's getting a little bit more yardage and getting those 4, 5, 6-yard gains and being able to snap off some of these larger runs and open himself up for some of these larger runs.
As we come in on the 2-minute warning, again, Chiefs leading the Rams here in the first half, 17-16. Monday Night Football, primetime game of the year. We've said it a couple times, and for you out there that are just joining us, this could possibly be a Super Bowl preview. We talk about it. These are 2 of the most explosive offenses. They need to really focus on the defensive side of the ball and clean up their act if they want to make a strong run in the playoffs. But these are 2 teams putting up points at an ungodly clip. So not a whole lot of teams are going to be able to keep up with them.
Robert chimes in and says he's in OC Cali.
Like it, man. We're all over the place. I mean, we've got Florida, we got Missouri, we got Pennsylvania, we got Montana, Washington,
Virginia, California.
Wow, appreciate it. Playa Flamingo, Costa Rica. And he liked and subbed. Appreciate it, Dave Marquis. Yeah, and he says we're great at this. That's awesome, man. We appreciate any kind of feedback. Good, bad, ugly. We got a couple thumbs down on there. It is what it is. Not everybody's gonna think we're their cup of tea.
And some people are, when people are coming to the page, some people are looking for us to actually be streaming it. We don't do that for multiple reasons. YouTube will shut you down, fairly quickly, especially if you have audio and stuff on there. But if you're actually showing the game, it may take them a little bit longer, but they'll shut you down. We've seen it plenty of times, so we know. It's definitely something that can happen and can happen quickly.
Tim says, "Let's make 300 subs." I know we would love that. I know we came in at like 253 before the night. Scott says we're at like 260 now. We're 40 subs away from 300. 300's a big milestone to us. It would mean the world if while you're here and you're listening, if you just hit that thumbs up and you hit that sub button, that would really mean the world to us. It's all about growing. We're doing this. We're not making any money on this. We're doing this just out of the pure fun. We enjoy doing this. We have a good time doing it. We love interacting with you guys, and we realize there's a lot of people out there, especially that are in the workforce and things of that nature, that can't watch these games on TV, so they listen to as many of these feeds as they can.
Absolutely. All right, so you have Mahomes in the offense getting back out on the field after the 2-minute warning. He's going to have Hill out to his left, pushes him out. He's got 5 wide here, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, steps back, a little bit of pressure, and he's sacked, and the ball's out, recovered by the Rams into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown for the Rams.
Gonna have to take another look at this. Was the ball out? Mahomes doesn't seem to be throwing much of a fit about this, so it looks like he feels like the ball was out. Man, what a huge turn of events there for the Rams. Looks like Aaron Donald with the pressure and the strip sack of Mahomes.
And Ubicum picks it up and is the one that throws it in, the outside linebacker.
Yeah. Aaron Donald is a freaking beast, man. This guy, oh yeah, ball's definitely out before he goes down. Scooped up at the 10-yard line, returned for a touchdown there. Big turn of events as the Rams take the lead 22-17 here late in the first half, just under the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs will have time for one more possession. They got about 1 minute and 50 seconds left. They do still have one timeout. Now you got a pissed off Mahomes. Could be a bad sign for the Rams. You get him pissed off.
Interesting on that play. You did not have Kareem Hunt on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. No protection. As, like I said, Aaron Donald kind of pushed his way through the guard there, came around on Mahomes' blind side, wrapped his arms around him, and was able to get the strip sack there at a huge play. Rams go up 23-17.
Yeah. Curtis chimes in and says Steelers will beat them both. They got D and can put up points, and that's in reference to Williams saying the Saints will beat the Rams and the Chiefs.
Look, hey, Will, I'm right there with you, brother. I think the Saints are on another level, and like I said, I thought earlier in the year the Rams, that's where I was kind of going with this earlier, and I didn't finish it, but I thought earlier in the season, first couple games of the year, the Rams were the most well-rounded team in the NFL. I have now since changed, especially since
we saw the Saints
in person live taking on the Ravens here in Baltimore. That team is well coached. Obviously got one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history in Drew Brees. They're playing great defensive football right now. So not only are they putting up a ton of points, but they're keeping points off the board.
Absolutely. And Zerline's going to kick it off. And the run's going to be out to about the 25-30.
Out to about the 30-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds there. So Chiefs will have decent field possession here with
Draymond Smith on the return.
Yep. Chiefs will have decent field possession here with about 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Again, they do have one timeout to go as they trail the Rams here by 6.
You got to have Mahomes has got to drive down the field here.
Jake says he's a Saints fan. Who dat?
Yeah. All right, Mahomes is going to be back in the gun. He's got Hunt out to his right. He's going to send Hill in motion out to the left. Hill's going to run behind him. They're going to do a drop off to Kelsey over the center. Kelsey's going to get about 6 on the play. Mahomes getting the guys rallied up to the line. 2-minute offense here. It was looking like they were going to run a trick play. It looked like they were going to toss it to Hill, then to Hunt, and then he dumps it off to Kelsey. He's got 2 wide out to the left, 1 out to the right. Hunt steps back, throws it over again to Kelsey in the middle of the field. Kelsey's out to about the 45-yard line there.
1:15 left to go as the clock continues to tick.
Yeah, absolutely. Kansas City only has 1 timeout here. LA has 2 timeouts. Mahomes under center, 3 out to the right, 1 out to the left. He's got Hunt in the backfield with him. He's going to dump it off. And that's going to be Conley.
Just under a minute left, 54 seconds left to go, and the clock is ticking. 2nd down and 5 here from the 49-yard line.
And Mahomes has got trips out to the left again. He's got Hunt to the right. He's got Tyreek Hill, it looks like, out to his right again. Looking deep. Down the center of the field, he gets Kelsey wide open to the 20, to the 15, and he's down at about the 14-yard line, and Mahomes is calling for that timeout with 31 seconds left in the first half.
What? I told you, you're going to get a pissed off Mahomes.
Charging down the field. He's finding him and Kelsey are hooking up here this drive. Kelsey, perfect feed right over the shoulder. No defender could even get to that ball.
Yeah, that was one thing I was going to say a little while ago, is that they weren't really involving Kelsey a whole lot, but this has been the Kelsey and Mahomes drive here as Mahomes has hit him 3 or 4 times already on this drive with 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Chiefs here trying to get the lead back before we go into halftime.
Marshall asked who gets the ball to start the second half. That is going to be the Rams, I believe, getting the ball to start the second. Or I'm sorry, no,
it's the Chiefs. Chiefs get the ball.
All right, so Mahomes is in the gun. He's got Hill out to his right, Kelsey out to his right. And he's going to step up, pressure, stepping up into the pocket. He's scrambling to the 10. Gets out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
Got about 27 seconds left to go.
2nd and 5 here with 27 seconds. I tell you what, this is the offense that everybody was expecting out of the Rams. That first drive, they're really showing that was just not them. Or, I'm sorry, the Chiefs. that was just not them. And you know, we've seen now Ware getting on the field, but Ware isn't getting very many touches for the Chiefs at the running back position. He's now lined up to Mahomes' left in the shotgun. Mahomes makes a call, shifts. It's tight end out to the left. He's going to shift Hill out to the left. Kelsey's out to his right. He's going to scramble. Donald's on him. Excuse me. And he's going to throw it to the end zone. They're going to say incomplete and out of bounds was Kelsey.
Looked like
they're saying bobble.
Yeah, he had his feet in bounds, but by the time that he gathered the ball and actually made possession, he was out of bounds. He had the ball between his hands, but the ball
moves,
hits the ground and moves just a little bit as he's bringing it into his body. So actually a really good call by the refs there on a very bang bang play.
Yeah, absolutely. The ball just barely shifted too.
But almost a hell of a catch by Kelsey.
Yeah. All right,
20 seconds left.
Mahomes is going to line up, trips out to the right, and looks like we're going to have Sean McVay call a timeout here.
So Lucinda chimes in. She says this is the first time she's tried following a game, and we've made it so easy for her that she can actually understand what's going on. But she's a Chiefs fan, so she's hoping here for the Chiefs to get this touchdown before the end of the first half. Appreciate it again you tuning in, Lucinda.
90
snuggled up in your bed.
90 viewers right now, guys. We appreciate this. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. While you're here, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit the sub button. I'm going to say it probably 100 more times throughout the game. Tim, appreciate you sharing some of the videos in the feeds. That way it gets everybody a little bit. It's a quick video to watch, like 3 minutes. Show you a little bit about who we are and some of the well-respected people here in Baltimore that are fans of our show. And that we've worked with in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and he's going to have Ware out to his right, trips out to the right as well. He's going to have Kelsey out to the left. Kelsey's going to block, move out. Mahomes steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be Conley in the end zone for a touchdown. Right at the line of scrimmage, he gets it out, gets it in position for Conley to be able to catch it. Makes a great catch. It is now 23-23.
Yeah, Mahomes there steps up in the pocket, a big hole through the middle. Really, honestly, could have run with the ball and probably scored a touchdown there if he continues to run. But makes the throw on the move to Conley. Conley reaches up last second, makes a hell of a catch. He had Kelsey in front of him.
I was going to say, Kelsey reached up, and Kelsey saw, recognized the ball was a little too high and figured that Mahomes was throwing it behind him and pulls his hand. Literally, you can very clearly see it. Pulls his hand down, and that's how Conley makes that last-second adjustment, catches the ball, and gets it in. Butker's going to line up for the kick, and wide left.
Wow.
What a turn in this game. Both teams miss an extra point here.
Wow, so that point that we thought may come back to haunt the Rams in the end, the Chiefs blow that opportunity by missing their own extra point here. You know, it makes you wonder. The Coliseum down there in L.A., you know, and with everything kind of going on right now in LA with the wildfires and the winds coming off of the coast and all that stuff, is the wind swirling at that end of the stadium enough to be playing a factor, or are these just bad kicks.
That's it. I mean, that's a great point. The kicks were in the same end zone.
Yeah.
So absolutely could be playing a huge factor in this game.
But yeah, what an amazing drive there by Mahomes to tie the game up for the Chiefs, as they, obviously disappointed with the strip sack fumble that turns into a touchdown, but you got to put that in the past quickly and move on from it. Mahomes does that. That's another thing about Mahomes and kind of what separates him. The game doesn't seem to be too big for him. No. He doesn't seem to dwell on, mistakes and things that happen. Realizes that you got to be able to put that thing in the, plays like that in the past and just move on. As Kansas City kicks it off, ball is kneed in the end zone. The Rams are going to come out here from the 25-yard line. I imagine the Rams are just going to take a knee and go into the half. As Goff is thrown for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns, Mahomes with 224 and 3 touchdowns already in one half of football. 17 of 20 Mahomes. Again, other than the strip sack, has played pretty perfect football here in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been nonstop, and they're going to go in. They're going to take it in for the halftime. We did have a question. Aaron chimed in and said, highest scoring Monday Night Football game of all time, it could happen. So as a fact for you, on October 17th, 1983, the highest scoring Monday Night Football game was the Packers-Redskins, with the Packers winning 48-47.
Wow.
So absolutely, he's got a point here. This could be a record breaker.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No,
again, these are two of the most explosive teams in the NFL in a very different NFL now than it used to be years ago. That the NFL is built around the passing game and high scoring offense, and
these are two teams with semi-questionable defenses.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, great point. This could definitely turn out to be the highest scoring game of Monday Night Football history. But yeah, I mean, it's living up to everything that we thought it would be. We knew that this would be a close game.
Yeah, absolutely.
A high-scoring game, 2 elite offenses, and it's checked off every single box.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been for the most part what we thought it would. It started off a little slow, especially for Kansas City. But the Zerline missed kick, was a big turn that we thought was going to play a huge role in this game. And now, here with the Chiefs and Butker missing a kick as well, it really isn't going to play as big a factor as we originally had anticipated.
Daryl Spencer chimes in, says, get it, Rams. All right, Daryl, appreciate it, man. Rams fan.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Daryl? Where'd you find us? Did you Google search us? Did you YouTube search us? And where are you tuning in from? You tuning in from work? You tuning in from home? What state you from? Trying to get everybody to interact and let us know a little bit more about where you guys come from.
And so for those of you guys out there who do follow our podcast, you guys probably heard us last week. If you haven't, go check us out. We're on Facebook. We do Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube live every Tuesday night. Tomorrow night we'll be doing it for our normal show. Birdland BS, where we go through and we're talking Baltimore sports.
Yeah.
Talking Baltimore Orioles, Baltimore Ravens, Terps. A lot of news this week on all 3 fronts.
Yeah.
That we're going to be talking about. Packed show for this week. But we also we make our primetime predictions every week. And this past week, we said what our primetime predictions for this game were where you had this as a 42-40 win for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I actually had it at a lower scoring game. I thought it was going to be a pretty decent scoring game, but it wasn't going to be crazy high score. I'm probably going to be wrong here, obviously, but I had the Rams at 29-20.
Yeah,
I did have it.
I definitely think you're going to be wrong there.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely way off unless these defenses come out of nowhere and blow it up. Ryan, our other co-host, he has it as the Chiefs win as well. He had 41-35.
So real quickly, just to run through a few things. Noble Marina says rematch in Super Bowl. That's what we've been talking about pretty much this entire stream, that these are 2 of the Titans in their respective conferences. I mean, obviously out in the NFC, you've got the Saints to deal with. The Saints are a high-flying offense as well, a very good defense. So the Rams, I think the Rams and Saints are going to line up for an NFC matchup there in the NFC Championship. And out in the AFC, you can never count out the Patriots. The Patriots at 7-3, I think, on the year now. Yeah. Regardless of record, they're going to be there at the end of the year. They've actually got one of the easier schedules from here on out. And Tom Brady's Tom Brady. The Patriots are the Patriots. They're always going to be there. As much as some of you out there may hate the Patriots, you got to respect what they do. They're a great organization. They've got some great players, great coaching staff there. So they're going to be in the mix with the Chiefs. It's all really going to come down to, can Mahomes maintain this kind of production through the playoffs? Obviously, he's gotten better pretty much as the year has gone on. There's more tape on him out there, though, now. Nobody really knew what to expect from Mahomes going into this season. So now defenses have tape. And if you're the Patriots, you're probably already kind of looking at some things that, you're going to have to kind of game plan for the playoffs and against the Chiefs. So, yeah, very easily, to answer your question, could be a Super Bowl matchup.
Louis C. says, tuning in from Cali. JR for Fun 1 says, tuning in from Wells, Nevada, and is at dinner with boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Lucinda chiming in again, saying when she started watching the Chiefs, she saw Tony Montana is who I'm thinking of. Joe Montana on TV win a game, 2 field goals with 2 minutes on the clock. Marcus Allen was an excellent runner in that game.
Yeah, going back to Joe Montana days, for me, again, we are a Baltimore-based sports podcast. I grew up a Baltimore fan, so I was born in '83, I was born in '82, year before the Colts left and went to Indy. So for years up until '96, when the Ravens got here, we didn't have an NFL team, and we had the Redskins in DC, which nobody pulls for the Redskins. Sorry for you DC fans out there. I was just never a Redskins fan. The appeal was never there for me. So I was actually a big 49ers fan growing up. And I became a Joe Montana fan. So I followed his career through, obviously, San Fran and then ultimately in Kansas City, where he continued to put up great numbers in Kansas City, really put the Chiefs back on the map and made them relevant again there in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. Definitely agree with you there that he was a valiant piece of Kansas City history, really.
Yeah. Daniel says, who won? I don't know if he's referring to Lucinda's comment or the game. It's if you're referring to the game, it's tied 23-23 at halftime. So I'm not sure. We'd have to look up, or maybe Lucinda might remember who won that game that she's referencing, if that's what you're asking about. Noble Marina, yes, that was a good question, asking about is this a Super Bowl rematch? Yeah, we definitely have, we've said that, so it's definitely a good question, and we continue to
Tim Dong asks, what's our email? Our email is birdlandbs@gmail.com. So if you got any questions or for whatever reason you may want to email us, that's the best way to contact us. Obviously, follow us on all of our social media accounts. You can find Birdland BS on Facebook, on Twitter. If you're here in the YouTube feed and you haven't hit that sub button, what are you waiting on? It's halftime. Take a second, hit that thumbs up, hit the sub button. It means all the world to us. We're trying to get to over 300 subs before the end of this live stream.
I love that, man.
We'd really appreciate that, all you guys tuning in. Look, we also want some feedback. Good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. We can take good, we can take ugly. We just need to know what we could do to improve our product, improve our content. Obviously, the next step for us is improving this background situation that we have going on.
Move around my
there.
Basement first.
Don't be like persuade.
I'm sorry. We got to move around this studio.
Don't be persuade to follow some of these other streams out there because they got a pretty background. Who cares about the background? All you want is the content, right? So hopefully we're entertaining enough for you guys, and we're doing a good enough job that you guys are able to follow the game along, and we're not talking over or under your guys' heads. We try to keep it as easy to understand as possible. But again, we appreciate the commentary. We appreciate the feedback. And any questions that you may have or any interaction that you may have, let us know.
We've got a few questions kind of rolling in.
Yeah.
Hyped the F up HD says, do we think the Saints are making the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I said this earlier. They are definitely a team to be reckoned with in the NFC, really in the NFL. It's going to come down to the Saints and the Rams. If I had to pick right now, held a gun to my head, I'd say the Saints make it. I just think they're a more balanced team all around. The Rams, no doubt, have a great offense, but the Saints have a better defense and have just on par with the same type of offense.
And we could be having a biased opinion here, but we've talked about it before. We'll probably continue to mention it when we're talking about the Saints. But when we saw the Saints come into Baltimore and play, we saw the go-get-'em attitude that they were really starting to get in. Going for it, 4 or 5 times on 4th down,
right?
And just continuing to just drive and drive and drive against the Ravens defense, who was touted as being a top defense at the time. And so, when you get a team like the Saints that gets on a roll and they go up against a top-ranked defense, and they do put up the numbers they did,
right?
It's just the tempo of Drew Brees in that offense. It's a different tempo than what we're seeing out of Mahomes. It's a different tempo than what we're seeing out of Goff, because it seems less chaotic.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Brees, obviously, this isn't his first rodeo. He's been around for a long time. And, I mean, they've got a ton of weapons out there in New Orleans. Michael Thomas is on a whole nother level, at the receiver position. You got Alvin Kamara, one of the best receiving running backs in the league. You add Hill into the mix and what he brings just from a versatility standpoint. Like, this guy, he's a quarterback, but built like a running back, tight end, slot wide receiver hybrid. I mean, he's a big boy. He's strong, but he's quick. He's fast. He can catch the ball. He can run with the ball. He can throw the ball. The true utility knife of their offense. Absolutely. And the more that they kind of work him in to their offensive game plans, the more we're seeing of this guy. So they're a dangerous offensive team, and they've really, again, done a great job defensively putting things together. Like I said, I think they're the most complete team. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I really do. I think they're the most complete team.
Aaron chimes in, says, thoughts on Lamar Jackson, easy schedule will the Ravens get the wild card spot?
Well, I plan on going on a Lamar Jackson rant
on the show tomorrow.
on our live podcast stream. So be sure to tune into that 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, we're on all of them. I plan on going in depth about how I feel about the Lamar Jackson situation. Just in summary, really quickly, to answer your question, I'm excited for some change. I'm excited for some of the things that he brings to this offense. A lot of fans want to react and say, oh, well, running quarterbacks don't work in this league and whatnot. And historically, maybe mobile quarterbacks and running quarterbacks don't work in this league, but Lamar Jackson's never been in this league. Right. And it's too early to make any real kind of judgments on whether this guy is going to be the savior of the franchise or whether this guy can't play at the NFL. There's really nothing that we learned from this game that can say one way or the other. At the end of the day, we got a W. And it was a very important game for the Ravens to pull back within 5-5 and get that division win and split with the Bengals. But I like what I've seen. We just need to continue to see growth, especially obviously in a passing game. We all know he can run. We just need to see growth and see him to continue to make strides going forward.
And as you said, we're going to get into this much more in depth tomorrow on our show, 8:45. Be sure to tune in live. We love the interaction. So any platform, like you said, go find us. Hype says he's a Ravens fan too, so the Saints thing make him mad. Aaron also said Tucker's facial expression was priceless, I guess, when he missed the extra.
Eduardo asking how much until halftime ends. The players are back out on the field. Looks like they're getting ready to kick off here for the second half. So just underway here in the next minute or so, Eduardo. Aaron says, Tucker's facial expression was priceless. Absolutely was.
Joe says Joe's back from his bathroom break. He's
all right.
Systems go.
All systems go. We got another half of football here, Joe. Appreciate everything you're doing to help spread the word and all the interaction tonight. You and Tim both. You guys are doing great.
Yeah, and everybody out there, we appreciate you guys chiming in.
We got over 100 of you guys watching now, so appreciate that. hit the 100 mark, which is great. Tim, Joe, we may talk to you in a little while about possibly being moderators. We're going to need some moderators for the chat room. So that was something I was thinking about earlier if you guys are interested.
Zerline with the kickoff, slips after he kicks it off. And you're going to see Smith running out to about the 25, 26, 28-yard line.
Yeah, it was interesting to see Zerline slip like that.
He was trying to kick it as hard as he could, it looked like, and he's just slipped.
I'm surprised he was able to get as much power behind that kick as he was. I mean, yeah, it was still a relatively short kick, but
yeah,
I mean, he lost all momentum sliding into the kick there at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as Patrick Mahomes and the offense come out, the big thing that they've got to worry about, and the guy that they need to protect the most is Donald. You know, he can't get to Mahomes like he has been the whole game. And we're going to see if fake handoff to Hunt. Kylie's going to get it. He misses a tackle. He's running along the sideline. Looks like he got a gain of about 20.
Yeah, Hill looks like he's coming up gimp there. He might have had a cramp in his calf, it looks like.
He is not. He didn't even want to move that foot.
No, you pull a calf muscle like that and it locks up on you. Oh, man, that's painful.
Yeah.
Takes a minute to get it worked out and to get the feeling back in the leg, but hopefully that's all that is. Didn't look like it was real serious. 14:47 left to go here in the third quarter. Rams and Chiefs tied at 23.
Hill's down.
Hill's still down. Again, like I said, when those muscles lock up like that, could be a hydration issue, could just be cramps. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's trying to kind of work it off as he's walking out. Yeah. That's Troy Hill, the third-year corner out of Oregon. Came up to make the play on Connolly, makes the hit. Connolly rolls off and goes up the sideline there, but I don't know what happened. He really couldn't tell where it locked up on him. They're showing Akib Talib, who is on injured reserve. You know, he obviously had his ankle injury. That was another big off-season questionable move. You know, another locker room kind of guy, but he's out.
3 wide out to the right. Mahomes is in the gun, hands the ball off to Hunt. Hunt's going to gain a gain of about 3, and he's going to take it to about the LA 41-yard line. And they're pulling Hill into the locker room.
Yeah, so that may be a little bit more serious than I originally thought. I mean, he was grabbing at his calf as if it was like a strain there, but that could have been an Achilles. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what they kind of come back with there. All right, Mahomes back in the gun, and he's going to have he's going to have Hunt Hill to his left and right. Fakes the handoff to both, scrambling back from the 45-yard line and
throws in the direction to Kelsey, but throws it out of bounds. There's a flag. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. It looks like Fowler with the pressure there. I don't know what the penalty call was. It may have been a hold.
It's going to be holding.
Yeah, holding on the defense.
On the defense here. Big move. That's a first down now for Kansas City. Huge, huge move. And that was Mark Barron, the inside linebacker, on the holding there. And we're going to see what happens. What play call does Eric Bieniemy show up here? The offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. Been doing a pretty good job of the play call here since the first quarter. Hunt to the right, Hill to the left, Kelsey to the right. He's got some pressure. He's going to scramble. He's past the line of scrimmage out to about the 30-yard line where he runs out of bounds. Again, another flag on the play here.
Wow.
This is just laundry. It's a laundry game. That is for sure. You know, I talked about Bieniemy. Bieniemy is the first-year offensive coordinator, actually from New Orleans, where he was born and raised. And it looks like it's going to be on the defense. Illegal use of the hands by Donald.
Yeah, rare penalty on Donald, but as he gets up here on the guard, his hand gets a little elevated and gets it up into the face mask and pushes his head up. So that's going to be a penalty all day long.
Yeah, he was pushing Irving's head straight back on that. All right, so we're going to have Mahomes line up again in the gun. He's got Hunt to his right. Kelsey in motion. Hands the ball off to Kelsey.
And another strip sack by, it looked like Donald again.
Donald again. The ball is still loose. Picked up
by the Rams.
45-yard line by the Rams.
That looked like it was Donald again. I'm not 100%. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Aaron Donald again. His second strip sack. Almost a mirror image of the first one where he comes from Mahomes' blind side, just bum rushes through the guard there, comes around with both arms and strips the ball out of Mahomes' hand. Mahomes got to do a better job protecting the ball, especially, when he's on the move there a little bit.
And Irving trying to pick the ball up there instead of just falling on the ball for Kansas City led to that.
Just so Sam asked how much time left. Just over 13 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Tie game here, 23-23. Chiefs on their first possession of the second half. Strip sack for Mahomes. And the Rams are going to take over with decent field position here early on in the second half.
Yeah, and interesting that they're not, we haven't seen Hunt a lot here, on that drive. What's interesting is Ben-Ami was actually the running back coach from 2013 to 2016. I'm sorry, actually a little bit longer, but from 2013 to 2016, you may remember this name, Jamal Charles. He was Jamal Charles' running back coach. And then in 2006, he was with the Vikings again as the linebacker coach. He was the coach for Chester Taylor. Oh, and the next year, AP.
Yeah.
1,000-yard rushing for both those guys in both those seasons. And he was a coach, the running back coach again at UCLA from 03 to 05, and he played with the Chargers in Super Bowl 29. Had about a career of only about 1,500 rushing yards. He was never a big rusher, big name rusher, but he knows how to run the ball, and his track record of the players that he has coached kind of shows that. Now he's got a five-tool player, so to speak, in Kareem Hunt,
right?
That can, that he's coached up and continue to help this team grow. Real
quickly, Jay Flash says thank you. I don't know what you're thanking us for, but you're welcome, my friend. Evan K says hi. He also says he has the same lamp. Not sure what lamp you're referring to. Is there something that I'm not seeing on the feed? But
not sure either.
All right, well that's cool. Appreciate you tuning in though. Again, we got over 100 of you guys in here watching. 24 of you have taken the time to hit a thumbs up. If you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up, hit the sub button. We're trying to get over 300 subs before the end of the night. And each one of your likes and subs really helps us go a long way with getting recognized. If you are looking for more of our content, check out all of our social media networks, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and make sure that you check our website out, birdlandbs.com. Golf here under center, taking over at the 46-yard line, fakes the handoff to Gurley, looking left side, throws high to Woods, out of his reach, incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Aaron Donald, man, they're showing this play again. Again, I don't know much about 75 on the
Irving.
Yeah, Irving on the Chiefs, the guard, man. He is having a rough go of it, trying to cover Donald. Now, I mean, anybody's going to have a rough go about it with Donald. But, with all this pressure that he's getting on him, Donald's taking it at full advantage.
Absolutely.
Goff back in the gun on 2nd down and 10. Looking left, throwing deep down the field. He's got Cooks. Oh, and it was in and out of his hands. A hell of a play there by the defensive back Nelson to break that up. Cooks definitely had it. I mean, if you're Goff, you can't put the ball in a better place, really. I mean, hit him in his breadbasket.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cooks had about 2 steps on him, but at the last second, the DB's able to get his hand in there and break that up.
Ooh.
Wow, what a play.
That was very close to a
catch fumble.
Yeah,
I mean,
he had a step about almost that other foot may have come down. I don't know what it's there. I mean, they're not going to challenge it in that play, in that situation.
3rd and 10 here. Goff in the gun. He's got Gurley to his right. 4 wide receivers. Looking left side again. Throws it out to, I can't tell who that is.
Reynolds?
Yeah, it was thrown out to Reynolds, but you're going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard. So it's going to bring up 4th and 1. Cooks came up kind of lame there on that last big play is going back to the locker room to get checked out. I don't know if he rolled his ankle there or what, but might be going back there just to get it evaluated or get it wrapped up. But nonetheless, the Rams down yet another big wide receiver, but the Rams are going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Under center is Goff. He hands the ball off to Gurley, but there is a timeout. Timeout Rams before the snap.
Early timeout there in the 3rd.
Yeah, I guess McVay didn't like what he saw when the teams were lined up there. Took the timeout. Better safe than sorry. You want to make sure that you make the right decision or right play call here. But yeah, that's concerning. If the Rams lose Brandon Cooks here, you lose your biggest wide receiver. You're already down Cooper Kupp, for the year with the big ACL injury. And
it's going to put more pressure on Woods at that point as well.
Going to put more pressure on Woods. Going to put more pressure on Gurley, who's already kind of having a rough go at it tonight.
Yeah, and just throw out Tim. We'll get with you, not for this show, so don't worry about it. As far as moderating, we'll get with you. NFL Records.
What's up, man?
What's up? I know NFL Records has been in on some of our shows, but we appreciate you tuning back in. Joe says, in and out, ugh. I hope you're not referencing our...
Goff under center, snaps, fakes the handoff to Gurley, looking over the middle, complete pass, but then it's broken up at the last second. Now, I don't know what they're calling this because
it's a catch fumble recovery?
I guess.
There's a flag, too.
There's a flag on the field, but the catch was made by the tight end. I don't know if he made enough of a football move to consider it a catch, and then it was a fumble and recovery. But we're going to see what the penalty is here. It's holding on the defense nonetheless. They're declining the penalty and taking it. So, yeah, that had to have been what it was. They had to have ruled this a complete pass, that he had enough time of possession with the ball to rule it complete. The defender strips the ball out of his hand, and the ball bounces right back into his stomach, and he's able to control it. So
gets an extra yard out of it, too.
Gets an extra yard, exactly. So 1st and 10 here now for the Rams on a wild 4th down from the 25-yard line. Goff quickly throws it back out to Higbee. Higbee over the middle, gains about 15 yards, takes it out to about the 10 yards there, and he gets pumped up as that was a quick, just like a screen-type pass out to Higbee and able to make a big play out of it there for 15 yards. So it's going to be 1st and goal now from the 10-yard line. Goff under center. Fakes the handoff to Gurley, rolling. He's got pressure, throws the ball away, kind of in the direction of Robert Woods, but just looking to get rid of that as the pressure.
D Ford with a lot of pressure there, rolling him back rolled back about 12, 15 yards from the line of scrimmage when he was rolling back after him.
Absolutely. 11:37 here to go in the 3rd quarter. Again, tie score 23-23 in the battle of 9-1 Titans of the AFC and NFC. Rams and Chiefs.
Rams have the ball on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Goff in the gun, empty backfield, throws out to the left side, complete to Hodge, I think. Or was that, I don't know, man. Christ, the wide receiver core is getting pretty thin. Yeah, that was Hodge. Hodge on the complete pass there. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from about the 6-yard line. Again, it's Hodge and Woods lined up at wide receiver and Reynolds. They got the Everett, the tight end in there. He's got Trips to his right. He's in the gun. He's got Gurley to his left. Takes the snap. Scrambles to his right. Scrambles up the middle. Going untouched. Touchdown, Jared Goff. As he breaks through the middle of the line, which parted like the Red Sea there.
It was perfect for him.
I mean, he had nobody around him. Scores that touchdown to take the lead, 29-23, untouched. Jared Goff with the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, huge for him. That wide open, untouched. Nobody was there for him. We had somebody ask what's going on with Hill. Trying to look up, see what's going on with Hill and for the Rams. Saying that all I'm reading right now is Arrowhead Pride says it has him doubtful to return. Not sure what's going on there. As Zerline hits one pretty close there to not getting that extra point.
Lucinda not happy with her Chiefs. I wouldn't be either here with the way the defense is playing right now. The Rams are kind of making some of these big plays on defense with the strip sacks. Obviously, Aaron Donald having a huge game so far, and that's really been the difference maker in this game. The Chiefs are going to have to make some plays on the defensive side of the ball if they expect to win this game.
Yeah, still, it looks like Hill is maybe out with a torn ligament.
Okay.
We're going to find it. We're going to try and get on that for you guys to find out.
Tyreek Hill?
No, Hill for the Rams. Or is it Tyreek Hill?
Hill for the Rams.
The went out with the leg injury.
Oh, the corner. I'm sorry.
Corner,
yeah, my mind was not there. I forgot about it. Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet. Like I said, he grabbed at his calf. It could have just been where he grabbed, but that's why I thought maybe he had cramped up a little bit. I haven't heard anything yet, but Scott's keeping an eye on the Twitter feed as far as what's going on with Hill and his injury. So we'll keep you updated as we hear.
Rams quarterback.
We got 120 of you guys watching in there. We've got 29 likes on the feed. Be sure to hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to go through the whole ad of where we are, but we are Birdland BS, a sports podcast here in Baltimore.
That's where you can find us. Let's just make it simple.
BirdlandBS.com. Follow us on all of our social networks, not just YouTube. We're happy to do this. Again, we're doing this commercial feed free. We don't stream the live stream because YouTube has their copyright, restrictions on all that kind of stuff. And if we tried to show the game, obviously they'd kick our feed off. So we're not allowed to do that. But we hope to try to bring it to you in a fun and inspiring and in a interesting kind of way, and giving you our opinions and our takes on what we see in this game.
So we have new subscribers, Two Kings, TY, and Vic. It's all one handle. We appreciate it. And Joseph Ruswick also both subscribed. We appreciate that, guys. We really do.
Yeah, definitely. Lucinda said she just subscribed, so really appreciate that. NFL Records said, who dat said gonna beat them Saints? I'm telling you, I don't want to make this the Saints show, but you're right. The Saints are going to be a team to be reckoned with.
You a closet Saints fan?
I might be a little bit. I may be. I'm a Drew Brees fan. I don't think anybody can hate Drew Brees.
As my wife calls him, Juju Bees.
Yeah. How can you hate that guy? I mean, that guy is just... He's a class act, and he just seems like a wholesome, good person.
Holds a lot of records, too.
Yeah.
That helps.
Rams lined up here to kick off. Zero line kicks it back.
Short kick again, and fielded about the 6-yard line. And Smith's going to run it up, and he's going to run it out at about the 35-yard line.
Good return. Good return. That gives the Chiefs good field position for Mahomes here to take over.
Yeah, one side of on the Chiefs side of the ball that is really kind of affected them a little bit was Mitch Morse being out with a concussion, their center.
Yeah.
So you got Mahomes, who's working with a little bit of a newer center. I think Morse has been out for this is his second game. So it's tough to say. Mahomes is going to keep the ball and hand it off to Hunt. Hunt's going to push forward through the center of the pile, gets a gain of about 4, maybe 5 on the play.
It's a pretty impressive run considering you're going right up the gut against this defense. At some point, you got to make adjustments if you're the Chiefs on the offensive line. If Aaron Donald is going to continue to get pressure like this, you got to start chipping.
Yeah,
you got to start getting him some help. I know you got Sue in there too, but Donald's a problem.
Yeah, no, he's getting to him, and he's getting to him quick. Mahomes got 3 out to the left, Kelsey, and he's going to throw it off to Connolly, who's going to catch it. Just scoops it off the ground for a gain of about 6, and that's going to be a first down.
Joe Sheedy says he just subbed. Appreciate that, Joe.
Westbrooks for the Rams. Westbrooks is down. Helmet off. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, not sure either.
So we'll have to see, how this plays in for them. Number 95. He's going to be their defensive tackle.
Roll call, guys. Hey, while we're waiting on this injury, for you guys that haven't already commented and haven't already let us know, chime in the chat room. Let us know where you guys are watching from and how you found us. What state are you guys in? Are you at work? Are you at home? And again, how you found us. Did you find us just searching Monday Night Football? Did you find us, were you already a subscriber? Let us know. We're just interested to know how you guys found us. So
absolutely.
33 thumbs up, 125 of you guys watching. We appreciate each and every one of you.
And we're going to be doing this every week for Monday Night Football. Just works out with our schedules. That's why we do Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
But we'll probably, as the season comes to a close, we'll probably be looking to maybe do a few extra of the playoff games.
Right.
To bring those to you guys. A lot of you guys out there have commented and have said how much you like what we're doing. And we appreciate that, so we want to keep doing what you guys like. We do this for fun. We're not getting paid for it, so we just like having fun. Like we said before, we're gonna up our game a little bit here in the next few weeks.
Get a little bit more of an attractive background there for you guys. Aaron says he's just outside of Toledo, Ohio. Okay, all right. Are you a Browns fan? Are you a Bengals fan? Or are you a fan of the Rams or Chiefs?
Yeah.
Who's your team?
Sean says Kansas City and Monday Night Football.
Bruce says cool show, Portland, Maine. All right.
Sweet.
All over the country, man. We like it. Appreciate you tuning in, Bruce.
Yeah, man. Plenty of you guys chiming in. Like I said, we appreciate it. I mean, the big thing for me, one of the things that I was finding when I was looking at things for this game, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs really doesn't have the greatest background, and what I mean by that is he was the assistant head coach with the Jets in 2012. Not exactly a top tier team,
right?
In 2012, and then previous to that, he was the defensive coordinator and the senior defensive assistant. He's in his 6th year with the Chiefs. And while the Chiefs are doing well this year, it's their offense, clearly.
Yeah.
All right, Mahomes is going to line up he's going to line up in the shotgun. He's going to put Hunt in motion. He was out wide to the left. He's going to bring him back next to him. 2 wide out to the right. He's going to hand the ball off to Hunt. Hunt's going to roll out to the right side and get a big gain of 9 on the play.
NFL Records says he's from Virginia, and he searched Monday Night Football and saw it. Giovanni from Los Angeles, California, at work, working warehouse, listening while working. You guys are the only one I found on YouTube and going for the Rams. Appreciate you tuning in, Giovanni.
Yeah, man.
Aaron doesn't have ESPN, but this is actually a good substitute. Well, we appreciate that. That's a hell of a compliment. So
Noble is out in Cleveland as well.
Yeah.
Mahomes is going to line up with trips out to the left, put Hill in motion out to the right. He's going to hand the ball off to Hunt, who's going to run it up the gut and get a gain of about 4 for the first down on the LA. Looks like about LA 38-yard line, maybe 39-yard line. Let's see where they spot the ball here.
Noble says she's from Cleveland, as you said. Hype TF up. Yeah, I know what that.
Hype the F up.
Hype the F up. HD is from Baltimore. Big shout out to B More, or Baltimore's based podcast. So we appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, man.
James says on the other side of the country here in Oregon. Appreciate you turning in.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is apparently on Aaron's fantasy team, so he's cheering him on. He's
but he's a Green Bay Packers fan. All right.
So Mahomes is going to line up in the shotgun again. Hunt out to his right. Tyreek Hill's going to be in the slot. He's going to step back, a lot of pressure, and he's going to throw it behind Hill, incomplete. We were looking for Hill at about a 6-yard pass there, but a little bit too much pressure for him to get the ball complete.
Yeah, a little rare, inaccurate throw by Mahomes as that ball was thrown probably a good foot or two behind Hill.
Joe chiming in from Salem, New Hampshire. Brian from Richmond. And Sophia from Michigan.
At home, wanted to watch football, but her dad wouldn't let me, so she grabbed her phone and searched up Monday Night Football and found you. Appreciate it, Sophia. That's a way to get around your dad. That's awesome.
All right, Mahomes got trip wides out to the right. Kelsey out to the right. He's got Kelsey at the 30-yard line. Kelsey's going to get out to about 15-10. And 2 defenders take him down at about the 5-yard line. Huge gain for Kelsey and Mahomes. And this is what we've seen when Mahomes is hitting and Hill for these big gains. When Hunt's having these big games, Kelsey is a huge threat for this offense.
Absolutely.
And he has dialed it up this game. He's been so pivotal in moving them down the field on a consistent basis.
Absolutely. Brian chimes in from Richmond, Virginia, and says, thanks for covering the game. You're appreciated, man. You're welcome. We appreciate doing it. We have a lot of fun with it.
Mahomes under center. He's got Hunt behind him in the backfield, scrambling out to his right from the 10, down to about the 5, and takes a hit at the sideline. Littleton. It was a clean hit right at the sideline. But
that's the risk you take. You know, if you tuck the football away and try to make a run for it, you put yourself at risk for that type of hit, and you don't slide. So yeah, Mahomes takes a tough hit there.
Yeah, it looks like he got back to about the line of scrimmage at the 5-yard line. They may spot it at the 4, but I think they're going to call it the 5. Waiting to see what happens here. Another player down. Peter's down.
Yeah, he's just looking a little shaken up. I don't think it's anything serious. Marcus says the Packers, Masters. Appreciate it. James Green, yeah, Oregon. Noble says, I woke up this morning and felt dangerous. The old Baker Mayfield quote. I like it. NFL Records asked how much time's left. They're not showing
7:28.
7:28 left to go in the third.
And counting.
Again, Rams lead 30-23, but the Chiefs driving here at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Mahomes is in the shotgun, sends Hill in motion out to his right, Kelsey out to his left, along with Connolly. Hunt in the backfield to the right, steps back, steps up in the middle over to Kelsey.
Touchdown, Kelsey.
Right across the middle to Kelsey. Kelsey walks it into the end zone. So it's now 29-30. Kansas City needs to hit this extra point. They cannot have what happened earlier with missing the extra point, as the Rams also had the extra point miss early in the game. We thought that was going to play a factor. It didn't, and so far it hasn't, so we'll see what winds up happening. But Kelsey just right across the middle, little short 3-4 yard run, catches it about the 2-yard line, and then just turns it in right in.
What you saw there was a nice pick play. It was a dual tight end formation, a crossing formation with the tight ends, where one tight end picked the other's defender and left Kelsey open for an easy touchdown there, as Kansas City ties it up, and 30-30.
Marcus says he's from Illinois. And Brian, yes, this is a good game. He's asking, is this a good game? Yeah, this is.
It's a hell of a game.
We said it was going to be a good game. It definitely was. For both teams.
Sophia says she's a Chief fan. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Appreciate all you guys chiming in here.
Absolutely.
So plenty of you guys, make sure you subscribe, so you can know when we go live. We go live every Tuesday night for our normal podcast, Birdland BS, and then also being able to, check us out when we go live every Monday night. And that subscribe is going to be the more important when we hit the playoffs, because we'll have to, based on timing and stuff like that, once the games, once they figure out the game times and everything, then we'll be able to figure out which games we will be able to be able to do for you guys. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us that like. We got 140 of you guys watching this. We appreciate that so much. We're up now on our subscribers. A ton of you guys have been subscribing. We got 273 subscribers. So
wow,
awesome. We're up 20 subscribers just in this.
27 subscribers away from 300. We got 136 of you guys in here watching right now. Can't 23 of you hit that sub button real quick?
Yeah,
get us up to 300. That's a big milestone for us. We were hoping that we might get close to 300, but we're right there. We still got a whole another quarter to go in this game, quarter and a half to go in this game. Make sure you hit that sub button, you hit that like button while you're here, and make sure you're interacting. If any questions, anything you want to talk about, what's going on? What's going on in the league? What's going on with your teams? Things that you want to talk about, man.
Yeah,
chime in.
Bruce chimes in. He says these big tight ends are really becoming a threat on the field.
Yeah, that's something for us here in Baltimore we've become really, really frustrated with, is our ability on the defensive side to cover the tight ends and cover over the middle. And we're seeing that here with Kelsey really picking apart the Rams defense over the middle.
Linebackers.
Yeah, these linebackers are having a hard time covering over the middle here. And it took Mahomes a little bit of time to get Kelsey kind of worked into the mix in this game. But we're starting to see that now. On the other side of the ball with the Rams on the offense, we haven't really seen a whole lot out of Todd Gurley yet. Obviously Brandon Cooks went down on the last drive with an injury. We're not sure. We haven't heard anything about that yet, so we'll get you updated when we hear that. So the Rams still putting up great numbers offensively, but when you've got the number one player in the NFL in Todd Gurley and he's not much of a factor in this game, you would have thought the Chiefs would have a pretty good shot at being ahead in this game.
Yeah.
But here we are tied. Rams take the opening kick or take the kickoff out to about the 19-yard line where he's tackled. Shoestring tackle, right. Goff's going to come out here with 1st down and 10 from the 19, but there is a flag on the field. It looked like a late flag or a flag I did not see until now. The refs are getting together, kind of discuss it. I think it's a matter of where the placement of the ball is going to be.
Yeah. And for Tim and Joe, don't worry about the moderation thing for tonight, but we will.
We're talking about for future casts and stuff. Being that you guys are here pretty much every week, we do need some moderators. So we'd appreciate anybody really that's interested in being a moderator. But you guys, big fans and guys are always here on the live stream. So we'd appreciate it if you guys helped us out for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we definitely appreciate it. So we'll get with you. We will email both of you, but we'll do it after the show. So we'll reach out to you guys. And Rams are going to start with the ball now.
Robert says he found us on live. Goff dumps the ball off to Gurley. Here we go. Gurley with a big gain. Gained about 18 or 19 yards on that. It's going to take that out to
about the
46-yard line about, yeah. We just mentioned Gurley not being much involved. They run a screen to Gurley. Gurley takes the ball over on the Chiefs side of the field down to about the 46. Now they fake the handoff to Gurley. Goff looking, throws it out of the backfield to Gurley. Gurley with yet another 1st down, a gain of about 13 yards there before he's pushed out of bounds. Going to bring the ball out to about the 36-yard line. It's actually gain of about maybe 10.
Yes, Tim is my answer. But we do have a few more people. We have Valensky from Kansas, new subscriber. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
James Green also saying he's got us and he subscribed. We appreciate that.
Appreciate all of you for sure.
Everybody chiming in here and helping us out.
Goff with the snap in the gun, looking deep to the right side, but throws the ball a little too far out of bounds, looking for Woods. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. I thought I saw Brandon Cooks back out on the field, but I'm not 100% on that.
It was Brandon Cooks. Cooks was a little deeper than Woods.
Yeah.
But the ball was definitely intended for Woods on that. By the way, 283 subscribers now.
Oh, 17 away. We need 17 more. You hit that sub button, man. We really appreciate that.
You guys are awesome.
We know we'll get there. 5 minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the third. Tie game, 30-30. Goff under center here on 2nd down and 10. He's got Gurley in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to his right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gurley. Gurley gets hit in the backfield and goes down for about a yard loss there as the Chiefs defense sniffed that one out from the get-go.
Did. No question they had that the whole time.
We're seeing the Rams commit a little bit more to Gurley. Again, the first half they didn't really use him a whole lot. I think he had 28 scrimmage yards in the first half. We're finally starting to see him become more involved in this offense. So we'll see if that continues.
Chris Jones on the sack there.
Yeah. Goff lines up here for a 3rd down and long.
Malcolm says, "What's up?" We appreciate that, Malcolm.
What's going on, Malcolm? Appreciate it, man. Goff in the gun. He's got 5 wide receivers. Throws out another screen to Cooks. Cooks with a big catch and the big run for a 1st down, a gain of about 13 yards on that. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10.
About the 21-yard line, you'd say?
Yeah, I'd say about the 21, 22-yard line. Brandon Cooks, obviously, injury wasn't serious. He's back out in the field. That's a big sigh of relief if you're a Rams fan, for sure. Yeah, so the ball on the 21-yard line, 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. You got Brown lined up in the backfield. Hands off. Goes up the middle. Gains about 4 or 5 yards on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6 yards. Tim, trying to help us get up this 300 subs. We appreciate it, buddy. Sophia, she subbed. We appreciate that. Thank you.
We're up to 285 now. 287. There we go.
287. We're getting there.
13, guys.
13 away. Almost there. 40 likes on the feed, man. We appreciate that. 138 of you guys watching.
Yeah.
Goff in the gun on 2nd down and 6. He's got 5 wide receivers. making some changes at the line. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Takes the snap, looks to his left. He gets pressured up the middle, but he's able to get away. But no, down at the last second as he's grabbed by his lower legs.
Saved himself there from a loss of like 8 or 10 to a loss of 4.
Yeah, he was able to get back a little bit of yardage there, but it would have been nice to see Goff get rid of that ball and not take a sack. But nonetheless, good pressure by Kansas City. Again, the pressure seems from both teams to be really coming up the middle. As Goff was uncomfortable really from the get-go on that snap.
Yeah. Ryan and Malcolm, thanks for subscribing, guys. We appreciate that.
Goff, it's 3rd and 9 from the 20-ish yard line. Goff in the gun, hands the ball off to Gurley. Gurley takes it up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5. Interesting play call there on 3rd down and long. To hand it off and go running up the middle. Nonetheless, that's going to set up a field goal attempt for Greg Zuerlein, who's already missed an extra point on the night. Yeah. Did make his one and only field goal attempt. Was from 23 yards. This one lined up. It's going to be about a 33-yard attempt. Lined up in the middle of the field. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it's right down the uprights, right down the middle.
It waffled a little bit.
Yeah, but it came back down the middle there, and it's 33-30. Rams take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Ryan and Malcolm, thank you guys. You both subscribed. We appreciate that.
Nice. Appreciate it, Ryan.
And remember, if you guys want to chime in, if you guys have any questions, we try to answer them as we can. We try to, the ones that are maybe aren't particularly related to the game, we'll probably answer during like some commercial breaks and stuff like that.
Right.
Remember, we've got 3.5+ hours of us doing no commercial breaks, so it kind of helps us out and fill airtime and everything. So as we move through this third quarter, 33-30. We're going to see Zuerlein kick it off here.
2 minutes and 24 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Zuerlein's really kicked the ball pretty short for most of the game here.
Let's
he's had one or two.
Again.
Yeah, and he's had a rough time with his footing. So we'll see what happens here.
All right, Zuerlein's going to kick it off. His footing's good. This one is going to be deep. Lands in the middle of the end zone for a touchback. Now Mahomes and his high-powered offense make their way back onto the field.
Did you see this ordeal that Heinz Ketchup made with Mahomes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So Mahomes has 35 passing touchdowns and he leads the league right now. So they're going after Heinz, obviously 57. They're going after the mark of 57 touchdowns. They're going to give him ketchup for life if he hits that mark.
Yeah. All right, Mahomes in the gun, and he throws a pick. Returned for a touchdown.
Wow.
What a turn on this game. And Cooks, is that Cooks that's in his face? No, okay. I thought Cooks came running onto the field there for a second.
Wow.
Beckham, who is that's his second fumble recovery.
It's his second touchdown of the game. He had the fumble recovery for a touchdown, and now the pick six. A rare mistake by Mahomes is as the ball's batted up in the air and picked off, and then as Hill tries to hold on to dear life, he just drags him into the end zone. Great play there. By the end to be able to get off the tackle and make the play.
We're getting some word that there's a slight delay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's going to happen. Sometimes the feed can get off there with our mouths and everything, so it'll eventually catch itself up.
As far as we know, it's kind of a YouTube thing when you're going live for so long.
Yeah.
At least with our software. So.
Yeah, Ryan knew this was going to be a shootout. Absolutely. We've been talking about that pretty much all game. And So a couple of mistakes, obviously, by Mahomes here. He's had the 2 strip sacks and now the interception.
Yep.
And now the Rams up 39-30. This is going to be a test of Mahomes here to see if he can rally the troops.
Is he pissed off again?
Is he pissed off enough to make some drives here late in this game and make a comeback? But the Kansas City defense has got to stop this high-firing power offense of the Rams.
39-30, and it's going to be good by Zerline.
Yeah, 40-30.
2-possession game now.
Yeah, we talked earlier about what was the highest scoring Monday Night Football game in Monday Night Football history. This may be on pace for that at 40-30 here, still with a little bit of time left in the third quarter.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is a game in Mexico City. There's a bunch of Rams fans that are down there. They're showing them going wild. It looks
Appreciate
like
it, James.
Wild Wings.
Yeah. Appreciate it, James. Thanks for the feedback, man. Yeah, it's like I said, sometimes YouTube can be finicky like that when you're on for more than an hour.
Lucinda's a little confused on the last play. It's probably because it all happened quickly. Mahomes dropped back and threw an interception straight to Beckham, and Beckham ran it back for a touchdown. So it was an interception by Mahomes in the defense.
It looked like Mahomes was trying to dump the ball off to the running back, but unfortunately he had to throw over his tackle's head to get it to him. And the defensive end that the tackle was blocking got his hand up just enough to deflect the ball into the air, catch it, and return it for a pick six the other way for the Rams.
Yeah.
The Chiefs return the ball here.
Smith is going to get the ball out to about the 30-35-yard line before he's taken down there.
There's a late flag there. It looks like the Rams are pointing against the Chiefs on the return. I don't know if it was a block in the back or if there was a hit after the play. I mean, it looked like a late flag to me. We'll see what the call is here. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rams leading 40-30. Here's the call. Illegal block in the back on the return team. So this is going to back the Chiefs back up.
Yet again.
The
penalties have been just killing the Chiefs in this game. It's just, it's crazy. I know earlier they had nine flags for 92 yards.
Yeah.
92 yards of offense or defense that you've lost or given up. It's just crazy. All right, Mahomes is going to line up 2 wide out to the left, 2 out to the right. He's going to pull Hunt back into the shotgun next to him to his left. Snaps the ball, hands it off to Hunt. Hunt's going to get out to the right side and only gets a gain of about 1. Gets just past the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, that the difference in this game is going to be the turnovers. And right now, obviously, the Rams are leading that battle 3-1 here. Again, we said the 2 strip sacks of Mahomes and now the interception. As great as a statistical game as Mahomes is having, he's having a hard time holding on to the ball.
Yeah, no. And Mahomes is going to step back in. He's got trips out to his left, including Kelsey and Hill. Connolly out to the right. He's got Hunt to his left in the shotgun. Snaps it. Fakes the handoff to Hunt. Got pressure yet again and tipped as he throws it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mahomes is not getting a whole lot of time.
They're calling a touchdown here.
They're saying that ball was a fumble. I don't know
about that.
Yeah, I think his hand was definitely going forward when he was hit. The ball was tipped.
Yeah.
Mahomes is upset about it as well.
Yeah, Mahomes, I think, is saying that he... the hand's definitely coming forward.
Yeah,
and Westbrook's hand hits the ball.
There's no doubt that this play will be overturned. The Chiefs will keep the ball. It'll be 3rd down. But Mahomes, again, I mean, he gets sandwiched on this play. He's got pressure from both sides coming at him. This time, his left tackle is kind of bum rushed, and he gets it from the right side as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ruling on the field right now is a fumble recovered by the defense for a touchdown. But again, Just looking at the replay on this, his hand was definitely going forward. There's really no debate on it.
No.
So this should be easily and quickly turned over.
Yeah, no, it should be an overturn, no question. The second that you get that first angle that they just showed, no question that that's the case. 289 subscribers, by the way, Fred.
Nice, 11 away from 300, man. We're almost there. Please hit that sub button if you haven't already.
And for you guys that haven't been watching, don't know us, he's Fred. I'm Scott. You can check us out on all of our social media sites at Birdland BS. On everything, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check it all out. You can also check us out individually at Fred BLBS, at Scott BLBS on Twitter. Check us out. Follow us. We're always trying to get you the latest news, especially here in Baltimore. We're a Baltimore-based podcast first and foremost. Really, just over the past few months or few weeks, we've really gotten into these Monday Night Football games, and they're gonna get the call here. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. It is overturned.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy call. Didn't look like it took them very long to get that one figured out. Let's see. So Ryan says, Chiefs have to keep their heads down. Don't melt down. Agreed. James says, well, the Rams started ahead and Chiefs caught up quickly. Hopefully they can get again. They can again, but not looking good. Agreed. C, is the game ended yet? No, we're still in the third quarter. James, it's like the end of the third quarter exactly. Hi, Fred and Scott. Hi, I'm James. Nice to meet you. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you as well. J Stacks, I think it's just over a minute. Yeah, a minute and 21 left to go in the third.
All right, Mahomes is going to be back in the gun. Hunt to his right, trips out to the left, including Connolly, Hill, and Kelsey. He's going to drop back here. Got pressure. He's going to scramble forward to the line of scrimmage. Throws deep downfield, and it's broken up. Intended for Hill. And wow, what a breakup! That was Hill was looked to be wide open. And
yeah, I think Mahomes telegraphed that one a little too much. He was kind of waiting on Hill to find a spot, a soft spot, and the DB there, the safety, had a lot of time to get over and make that deflection.
Yeah, all day that was Lamarcus Joyner on that breaking up. So now Kansas City has to turn to punt the ball. High punt. It's going to be short, though, and gets a nice Kansas City rolling bounce, and it's going to roll down at a... Oh.
Yeah, they're going to down at about the 28-yard line.
They downed it, and the Rams, Beckham, actually, picked up the ball and started trying to run with it again.
That guy is all over the field tonight. You already scored 2 touchdowns. Why not try to lull your way into a third?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we got about 58 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as the Rams take over on offense at about the, we'll say, 34-ish yard line. It's going to be first down and 10. Again, Rams up 40-30. This is a big defensive possession, or should be a defensive stand for the Chiefs. This is crucial if they want to stay in this game. Goff under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Gurley. Gurley up the middle. I mean, huge hole. Wow. Gains about 20, 25 yards on that play.
Untouched into the secondary.
Untouched until the safeties pulled together to make that tackle there. We talked about it again, Gurley not being really involved in the game, but man, he had a wide open hole there. With a huge game, takes it down to about the 38 on the other side, on the Chiefs side of the field. Huge first down.
Yeah, Chad says the Chargers are loving this, and then Joe chimes in and says the Pats are loving it too.
Absolutely.
I'm sure, both teams.
Goff under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Gurley, looking in the backfield, dumps it off to Gurley. Gurley gets out. Makes a man miss, gets the first down, but there's a flag on the field. Looks like this may have been a hold, but I'm not 100% sure what the call is here as the ref. Yeah, it looks like holding on the offense, so this is going to come back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be first down and 20 as Andrew Whitworth gets a call for hold.
This game, we talked about penalties in this game, and it just continues to play a role as far as both of these teams and the penalty yards. are just kind of stacking up, especially for the Chiefs. It has been nonstop for them. But luckily for them, the tide has turned a little bit here, and it's going to be on. This one's going to be on the Rams.
That's the end of the third quarter. As again, Rams lead the Chiefs 40-30. Big penalty call there against the Rams.
Huge. I mean, the Rams have 5 penalties at a total of 35 yards. The Chiefs had 12 penalties for a total of 120 yards.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's again, that's kind of another telling point of this game. I mean, it's why we're at 40-30. This was a really tight game until recently. You've had the penalties that have kind of hurt the Chiefs, and you've had the turnovers, obviously, that have hurt the Chiefs. But still, you know, if you can make a stop here on defense, as if you're the Chiefs, and hold them without scoring, hold the Rams without scoring, you give the ball back to Mahomes and this high-powered offense. They get down and score a touchdown. That's a 3-point game again.
Absolutely, it could turn really quickly. We saw that in the first half, where it turned fairly quickly. You know, I keep harping on these penalties, but the Chiefs right now have more yardage in penalties than they do in rushing.
Yeah, that's pretty telling.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous stuff. But Mahomes has been doing what he has been doing, and has 268 yards passing, 21 for 28. And getting about almost 9 yards per pass.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the turnovers are killing him.
Yeah.
Chad chimes in, says, "Good cast, fellas." Chiming in from Guam.
Wow.
Right. That's awesome. Coming in from overseas. That's great. Appreciate it. Joe says it's officially crunch time. That's right. Fourth quarter, you're down by 10. Chiefs got to dig in here, make a big defensive stop.
Got to put the pedal to the metal at this point.
Bruce says, yeah, that's the difference. Absolutely. I mean, it's, you know, these two teams, you knew what you were going to get going into this game.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question on it.
You couldn't afford to make mistakes. And I'm not saying Mahomes has really made, I mean, he obviously had the one interception, but I put more of the strip sacks, not on Mahomes holding on to the ball too long. I put that more on the offensive line not being able to give Mahomes the time that he needs. You know, Aaron Donald, he's a man-child.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Goff here on first down and 20 from the 48-yard line, on their 48-yard line. Under center here. He's got Gurley in the backfield, fakes the handoff, looks left, there's pressure, and Goff goes down again, but there's multiple flags. This may be a roughing the passer situation. Man, Goff got sandwiched, gets up kind of slowly on that play. But no, actually, this penalty is going to go against the Rams. It may have been holding. Yeah, wow. That's a huge play there for the Chiefs. That's going to bring up 2nd and a mile. And Goff, again, takes a huge hit there. He's wrapped up, down at his waist, and then hit by 2 defenders up top.
Yeah, wow.
Man.
I was expecting that to be a helmet-to-helmet.
Yeah, that's what I thought the flag was for, but no, another holding call on Whitworth.
Jake says no ESPN, so he's listening from Vietnam.
Wow, Vietnam. Appreciate it, Jake. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Make sure you guys subscribe. We're at 289 subscribers right now.
That's awesome.
So make sure you get us. Let's see if we can't get to 300 before the end of the show, guys. We appreciate it.
Goff here in the gun. He's got Gurley to his left. He's got Trips to his right. It's 2nd down and 30. Goff looking to his left, throwing deep over the middle. Short arms it a little bit to Brandon Cooks. He had Cooks open, which would have been a huge game.
Cooks tried to make a sliding catch there.
That's the second time this game that Goff has had Cooks open over the middle and just not able to get the ball to him. Threw it a little too short. Tried to find the soft spot in the zone for Kansas City's defense, and not able to get it to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goff 21 of 33 for 255 yards on the game. Having a good game for sure, though. Goff in the gun, 3rd down and 30. He's got Gurley to his right, and he's got 3 wide receivers lined up. They hand it off to Gurley just to try to get a little bit of yardage and get in better punting position, I think. That's going to bring up 4th down, as they were only able to gain a yard on that play.
Second time on 3rd and long that they've made that call to just run the ball.
Yeah. Brings up 4th and 28.
Maybe protecting the lead a little bit there, trying to run some time off the clock. Just with the run, limit the interception chances.
It's exactly what the Chiefs needed, though. Chiefs needed a big stop on defense. They're able to do that here. Hopefully that they don't have any penalties here. Don't jump off sides. Don't do anything like that. And they're going to get the ball back. Punt is up.
And it's going to be fielded by the Chiefs. And Hill gets it at about the 4. Has to field it and move backwards to about the 1. And then is able to get it back to about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Hill should have let that one go.
Yeah, I would have let that go into the back.
He had nobody down there defender-wise that, could have potentially stopped that on the 1 or 2 yard line or anything. That ball easily would have bounced into the end zone and gotten them out to, the 20 yard line.
So it looks like a little over 13 minutes left in the 4th. You're going to see them get the ball at about the 8 yard line.
Joe says clock control is important. I agree, and I think that was going to be my rebuttal with it, was that I thought maybe the reason you run Gurley there is to just try to run another 30, 45 seconds off the play clock there, because you do have a 2-possession lead, at the 10 points. Great point. On 4th down or 3rd down and 30, what are the odds of you getting the first down?
My only issue with it is maybe I would have made that play call going out to the right or the left. I wouldn't have run it up. I don't know that I would have run it up the gut.
Right.
Look, I understand you're trying to do that, but you push it out to the right or left, higher chances you're gonna run off more time off the clock if you're talking about it that way. Yeah. But then also with Gurley's ability to make the big play and break off a big run if he gets some open space, why not give it a shot? I mean, he's already put up, I think, 2 20-yard runs in this game. Why not go ahead and give him a shot? Just let it do it. A, you burn more time off the clock, to your point.
Right.
But B, you increase the likelihood that maybe something happens. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe you get down there and you get it. You get it to 4th and 1.
Right.
Different story now. So it's a different situation, but it's hard to say.
Al says we're smart.
Tim
laughs at that. So I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Al.
I'm not sure about it, Tim. I'm not sure.
It's 156 of you guys watching right now. We're real close to 300 subscribers. If you guys that haven't already subscribed, we're at 290. We're 10 subscribers away from hitting 300. That's a huge goal of ours. It would mean the world to us if you just took a second, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. We got, 44 likes on the feed right now, but we got 158 of you guys watching. Yeah. That's huge. That's I think that's right up there with what we did on our last stream as far as our max amount of viewers that we had at one particular time. So we really, really appreciate each and every one of you tuning in.
Eduardo chimes in and says they know everything.
10 more subs, man. We got to get there.
All right, Mahomes and the Kansas City offense are going to go to work. He's got trips out to the left, one receiver out to the right, Hunt to his right in the backfield. He's going to drop back. He's going to get the pass over to Kelsey. Kelsey's going to get it to about the 15-yard line. Slight hesitation there from Kelsey after catching the ball. Not sure if he slipped or what was going on, but slight hesitation, and he probably could have gotten a few more yards on him. Mahomes is really starting to feel, I think this LA crowd is really getting in. I'm seeing more and more deeper into this game where Mahomes is having to cover his helmet to be able to hear the play call.
Yeah.
Loudness plays a factor here.
Absolutely.
All right, he's got Hunt out to the left. He's going to pull him into his left-hand side. He's going to have Connolly to his left and Hill out to his right. Drops back, throws it over the center to Hill, and that's going to be out to about the 28-yard line. First down, Kansas City, with a 12:39 left on the clock.
Big throw there by Mahomes. He fits it into a tight window to Hill for the first down. Hill, with 7 catches on the game for 114 yards and a touchdown. Huge game for Hill if you're a fantasy player.
Absolutely. He's had plenty of catches. And if you're in a PPR league, you're going off the charts.
Blue, what's up? Appreciate you tuning in.
All right, Mahomes steps back. He's got 4 wide. He's feeling a little bit of pressure. He is looking deep down the field. He has a wide open Tyreek Hill in for a touchdown.
Well,
wow.
I just talked about Hill and his fantasy stats. He about doubled them there on one play.
Wow.
Wow. There's a flag.
I think this is going to be taunting on Hill because he turned back, and I think before he was in the end zone, he gave the little no motion there.
Well worth it. I mean, what's that? He is at the 73-yard touchdown pass. Yeah. Wow. God, he's got a cannon. I mean, he hit Hill in stride.
Hill caught the ball at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, easily.
Actually, it might even be, I think it's about the 20-yard line.
55-yard throw in the air. As you said, he gives him the old...
he gives him a peace sign.
Yeah, the old peace sign there.
Andy Reid's trying to talk with
He's like, he gave him the peace sign. He didn't give him the middle finger. I mean, what the hell?
Right, exactly. Oh,
well, what a play there by the Chiefs as they pull it to within a one-possession game, 40-36 as they get ready to line up and try the extra point. That's the kind of play that the Chiefs needed to make. They needed to make a stop on defense, and they needed to get a quick touchdown. They were able to do that, and now it's a one-possession game.
And Bucker hits the
extra point is good.
40-37 now. We've got a few people chiming in. Jake says he liked and subscribed.
Appreciate it, Jake.
Internet's a little restrictive, but he says he'll be back next week if we're doing it. Yes, we are. Every Monday night, we will be doing this from here on out. I think you mentioned Blue. Ryan says he's a Vikings fan, so he's pretty depressed today, but our show is making him feel better.
Well, we appreciate that, man. But, hey, look, don't hold your head down too low. You got an all right shot at the division there. I mean, the Packers aren't running away with anything. Mitchell Trubisky kind of came back down to earth this week a little bit. So, I mean, you guys still got a good shot out there. So, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. All you got to do is get hot at the right time of the year. That's what the Ravens, we know this so well, and we keep referring things to the Ravens, obviously, because we're a Baltimore sports podcast. But 2012, our Super Bowl run, we were definitely not the best team in the NFL that year. Joe Flacco and the Ravens offense put on an amazing run at the end of the year, right into the playoffs and all the way through the playoffs. And that's what ultimately got us our second Super Bowl. So it's just about timing with these teams. We look at these teams like the Rams and the Chiefs and the Saints, all the teams that we've been talking about all night, that are built around these amazing offenses, but all it takes is a team to get into the playoffs and get hot at the right time and go on a run, and you're right in the thick of things.
Yeah. Divine Hood says if we stream every night, they'll subscribe. Yes, we are going to be streaming every Monday night. So we'll be here. We're up to 295 subscribers. I know Tim is trying to give that push to get to 300. We appreciate that.
Jesus, we see you, brother. Shout out to Jesus Ruiz. Is that right, Ruiz?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
All right.
Eduardo says, "Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl?"
Man, if I had to make my picks right now in the NFC, I mean, again, it's right between the Rams and the Saints. I would give the edge to the Saints. I just think, because they're a more balanced team, they've got the offense and the defense. In the AFC right now, I think you're going to have the Chiefs and the Patriots there at the end. Don't count out the Steelers. The Steelers, again, another team that can be dangerous if they get hot at the right time. James Conner has been way above and beyond, I think, anybody's expectations, and we do know them all too well here in Baltimore. But I think the Chiefs and the Patriots. So if I had to give you two Super Bowl teams, I'd go with the Saints in the NFC. And if I'm in the AFC, I'm going to give the edge to Tom Brady and the Chiefs only because – or Tom Brady and the Chiefs. Tom Brady and the Patriots only because of the experience level. I haven't seen if Mahomes can do it in the postseason, so we'll see. He's got to prove me wrong first.
Mine would be Saints, but mine would be Chiefs. I think Mahomes wants blood next time he faces Brady.
All right, so the Rams take the kickoff out of the end zone, out to about the 25, 26-yard line before being tackled out of bounds, but there's a flag on the play. So we'll see what happens here. Rams up 40-37, 11 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the fourth. There's a hold on the return, so that's going to back it up. Again, the Rams with bad field position. seeing a lot of penalty flags on these kickoffs.
Jesus just gave us a subscribe, and Rodney gave us a thumbs up. Said we are great commentators. We appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Rodney.
And we are up to 298 subscribers.
2 more subscribers. That's all we need. 2 more. Come on, let's hit that 300. Let's hit it.
Yeah.
And 178 of you guys watching. Wow.
We appreciate that, guys.
Golf under center here from the 15-yard line on 1st and 10. Pitches it outside to the left to Gurley. Gurley can't get around the edge, and he's actually forced out of bounds for about a 2.5-yard loss there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 12.
You know what we need? We need 2 more subscribers. We need Tyreek Hill to give us peace on again.
Absolutely. We got 49 thumbs up on the feed, but 178 of you guys watching. Take 2 seconds. Please hit it. And it looks like we got 300. Did we hit it?
We hit it. 300.
We hit the 300. Thank you guys so much for making that happen. It means the world to us. We really appreciate it. So here we go. 2nd down and 11. So it wasn't as much of a loss as I thought it was. 2nd down and 11 here from the 14-yard line. Goff in the gun. Drops back, throws to the right. A little too far on his pass to Woods there. Goff looks upset. I don't know if maybe Woods ran the wrong route there or what happened, but ball thrown a little out of range. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. If you're a Rams fan, you're starting to get a little panicky here because Kansas City's offense, man, they are smoking right now. And 3rd and 11, if the Rams can't convert here, gives the Chiefs a chance to get the ball back and possibly take the lead.
Absolutely. I mean, this is definitely a must stop.
If you're the Chiefs.
For the Chiefs. Must stop them here.
So you got Goff lined up in the gun, and the play clock running down. Looks like the Rams are going to take a timeout there with some confusion lining up on the play. I don't think McVay liked what he saw. I think he realizes the importance of this 3rd down here. But that's, unfortunately, the Rams' 2nd timeout here, the second half, leaves them with 1 timeout, and obviously the 2-minute warning later on in the in the quarter.
Terrell asked who was it that asked? Joe asked what the next 2 are. It's Titans Texans next week, and then for week 13 it's going to be Redskins Eagles. So
Terrell says, "What about them Indianapolis Colts? 4 straight AFC wins." You're absolutely right, man. That's a conference that's a division that hasn't gone as expected. At 1-5 to come off with 4 straight wins to pull back at 5-5, that team's shown some promise for sure. Andrew Luck makes all the difference there.
Absolutely.
Goff in the gun here on 3rd and 11, looking to his left. He's got pressure. He's stripped, and the ball is recovered by the Chiefs for a touchdown.
Bailey.
Wow, Bailey literally stripped the ball out of his hand. And, I mean, the ball never even touched the ground. Went straight into the belly of Bailey, and Bailey returned it for a 5-yard touchdown. Bailey. Huge turn of events there for the Chiefs.
Bailey, defensive end, man, just got straight to him. And once he gets to him, he just grabs the – oh, wait, no, it was a fumble, but it never touched the ground.
No, I mean, it looked like one of those Madden kind of plays where the ball comes out and just magnets to the player, like just sucks into the player. And he recovers it, returns it for the 3-yard touchdown there. Wow, what a play as the Chiefs take the lead 43-40 here. 11 minutes left, 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in the 4th. This game is by no means over, though.
No way.
Absolutely not. Kick is up and right down the middle. Chiefs extend their lead 44-40. Wow. Literally 4 minutes ago, 4 minutes game time, Chiefs were just trailing by 10.
Yeah.
And now have a 4-point lead with 11 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Wow, definitely getting up to that highest Monday Night Football score in history, 44-40. I don't remember what you said the stat was there.
48-47 in that game.
Yeah, so, I mean, one more touchdown on both sides of the field here. Mahomes, look at him, pumped up on the sideline. Man, that's the kind of reaction I like to see out of a quarterback. Somebody that shows emotion,
when his
who's
defense
into the game.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. That's huge. Huge play. Wow.
Pass Butler says it's the most entertaining game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great game.
Xmas came early, says Bruce. Yeah, that's right.
Anthony says
don't count your blessings yet, though.
Anthony says best game of the season so far. I mean, I would agree. As far as offensively,
yeah.
Yes, if you're here to watch defense, you're on the wrong game.
Absolutely. Chiefs kicked the ball off to the Rams, and that's kicked out of the end zone, so the Rams will get the ball at the 25-yard line as they try to pull it together. Stay calm, stay collected. You know, Goff's still having a good game, 21-34 for 256 and 2 touchdowns. But Mahomes, 24-31 for 386, 5 touchdowns. Obviously, we talked about the 1 big interception and the 2 fumbles lost. There's been 4 fumbles by the quarterbacks in this game. 2 by Goff, 2 by Mahomes. Huge turnovers. Goff here under center from the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. He's got Gurley in the backfield, single back. They hand it off. Gurley up the middle, makes a move, gains about 4 yards out to the 29-yard line. Yeah. As we get under the 11-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, man, what an entertaining game. This is living up to everything that we had hoped it could have been. Goff here under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Gurley, looking to his left, makes the throw complete
to Reynolds.
For a big gain of about 20, 22 yards on the play. That's going to give the Rams a 1st down as Goff trying to rally the troops here, bring them back from down 4. And a big play there by Reynolds. Goff under center from the 43-yard line, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Gurley. Looking deep, throws down the middle, and throws it a little short, but Woods comes back to make the catch. Did they rule that a completion? They absolutely did.
This might be a play you need to go back and Andy needs to get his guys on this play.
Yeah,
ASAP.
Goff's trying to get him up on the line. I don't know. That was a really, really close. Man, I don't know. He got his hands under it, but did the ground touch it? I don't know. The Rams aren't taking any chances trying to get up on the ball. The ball's at the 8-yard line. They get the snap. They throw it off. That's okay. It's an incomplete pass to Woods. But the play cannot be challenged now.
And just before that play happened, Eduardo said Rams are about to score, I'm predicting. Right before that.
9 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in this game. Huge throw from Goff and a big catch by Woods as Woods had to come back to the ball, kind of dives at the 8-yard line, gets his arms under the pass and makes the catch. So it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line, we'll call it. Or 2nd and goal, sorry.
Pass Butler says both defenses scoring touchdowns. What do you mean no defense? What I mean by no defense is they've been a result.
There's 84 points scored in this game. That's what he means.
Yeah.
Pass to Woods, incomplete. There looked like there was some contact by the corner there, but no flag on the play.
Nelson on the contact. What I was referencing is the defensive plays that have been made. Yes, they've been big, but those defensive plays have not been offset by the touchdowns that have been thrown and have been run in. So yes, there is defense, but it's not a strong defensive game. I didn't say I'm saying there's not no defense. I'm just saying there's not a strong defensive game. That's all.
Goff with the snap from the gun, looking, throws over the middle, complete touchdown. Everett, the tight end.
Haven't seen him all night.
Huge play there for the Rams. And that takes the Rams, gives the Rams the lead 46-44 with a chance to go up by 3 if they kick the extra point. Wow. Man, what a hell of a football game.
Yeah, man. This is crazy.
For you fans out there that are actually watching the feed on live TV and watching us, do us a favor. Don't chime in with the results before it happens. We had that happen last time. It kind of ruins the effect of the game. We realize we're on a little bit of a delay if there's a difference between what you're watching and what we're saying. So try to eliminate that if you can. It kind of ruins the suspense for the people that are actually watching and tuning in and not watching the live stream.
Yeah.
Zeuerlein lined up here for the extra point. Kick is up. A little to the right, but it gets through the uprights, and it's good.
About a yard inside that upright.
To give the Rams a lead, 47-44.
Sean McVay is fired up.
Yeah, man.
With his offense now.
Perp says, is Mahomes doing better than Brady stat-wise this year so far? Does anyone know? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just comparing the numbers, yeah, Mahomes is on a whole nother level than Brady is right now this year. Brady, albeit the team is still 7-3, he's not having the typical Brady-esque type year that he's accustomed to. He's doing enough for the team to be where they're at 7-3, but not having Gronkowski out there for the past couple of weeks has obviously hurt them. I think the loss of Brandon Cooks in the offseason was much bigger played than people anticipated. Edelman was out for the beginning part of the year with his suspension, so he's just still kind of working back into the mix there. Sony Michel has been a pretty good running back for them that they drafted this year, but he's been banged up, these past couple of weeks, so he's still getting back to the mix. That's what I mean by the Patriots. We haven't seen the best out of the Patriots yet. And if the Patriots can get healthy, they get Gronk back, they get Sony Michel back, and he gets his weapons behind him, it's going to be a dangerous team. They're going to be in the mix come playoff time. Yeah, but if you're just talking stats, no. I mean,
Brady's passer rating is 94. I was just looking it up. Brady's passing rating is 94.7. Mahomes is 117.4, and Goff is 113.
Right.
So they're definitely outplaying him in almost all facets of the game. Even as far as completions, he's got actually. Let me rephrase that. Brady actually has more completions at 242 versus Mahomes 231 and Goff's 227. So he is beating him in completions.
Yeah. James says, "What a game, man! You ain't kidding." Watkins says, "Seems like whoever has the ball last is going to win." I mean, that's pretty much it. It's either going to be whoever has the ball last or whoever makes that last big defensive play. We've seen a couple of interceptions. We've seen a couple of strip sacks.
Eduardo asks if it's a commercial break. Yes.
Yeah, it is a commercial break. Yeah.
When we go off on kind of these little rants and stuff, that's usually going to be your indication that there's nothing on TV right now.
I Pass the Butter says neither of these teams are his team, but he's thoroughly enjoying the game, just incredibly entertaining. You're absolutely right, and this is why we do these. These aren't our teams as well. We're Ravens fans, but we just enjoy talking football, and you don't get anything better than these two teams in the offense.
2 9-1 teams.
Yeah. This is what the NFL wants. This is what they're looking to do to kind of boost their product, is get offensive football, because offensive football is exciting. Most popular part of the sport.
Zerline kicks the ball. A little bit of a squib kick when it lands, but it's going to roll back and be a touchback, as Hill didn't have a chance to return that there. As we continue to see, they're showing the highlight of Hill's deep ball catch and his peace sign with the return, and then the strip sack in for a touchdown. And then you got the Rams coming back with Everett with a touchdown. Just this continually back and forth game.
DZ says, "What team do you guys like?" So we're from Baltimore. We're Ravens fans.
Yeah. In this game, I'd like to see the Chiefs win.
Kitty Cat says, "Seahawks fan." Awesome. Appreciate you tuning in.
As much as I know people might say that that's the case, I don't know that I want them to win that I want the Rams to beat the Chiefs.
Kelsey with a 3-yard catch there on first down, brings up second down to 7.
Mahomes, again, we're continuing to see it. It's getting loud in LA because he's continuing to try and focus more and more on the play call as it's coming in.
This game's the best advertising for the NFL. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. This is exactly what they want.
All right, he's going to wind up with 3 out to the right, including Kelsey and Hill and Connolly. He's got Hunt in the backfield next to him. He's going to drop back. He's rolling out to his right. Got pressure. He's going to hit Hill at about we'll call it the 26-yard line. So it looks like we're going to see 3rd and about 4 on this play.
Zach says he's a Steelers fan. Hey, appreciate you tuning in. Even though if you're a rival or not, I respect the Steelers. I have nothing but respect for them and that organization. So appreciate you tuning in.
Absolutely. Total yards, 451 for Kansas City, 368 for LA. Just shows you how much this game is really playing effect. Yeah. Mahomes has trips out to the left, 1 out to the right. He's going to hit Kelsey, and Kelsey drops it over the center
Wow.
That was a big drop by Kelsey. It was a little low throw.
Yeah.
A little bit more at the calves and ankles, but that's an unlikely drop, unprecedented drop from Kelsey, especially in a big situation there. And actually, it was a little higher than I thought it was. The angle that they originally showed was high. It was hip high.
Yeah, it was hip high. It was thrown a little out in front of him. Got it off his fingertips there, unable to pull it in. So it brings up 4th down and 3, and the Chiefs are going to punt it.
Yeah, they got no choice here. Colquitt is going to be back for the punt.
And he kicks it off as the Rams are ready to receive it. Back at about the 18, 17-yard line, calls for a fair catch. So that's where the Rams are going to start on offense. 8 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the game. What a game. Rams leading 47-44. A chance here to go up by 2 scores if they can manage a touchdown here.
So we had Jimmy chime in asking if he could get our thoughts on the Lions as he jumped on the stream.
I think the Lions are what they are, man. I mean, I think that Stafford is a capable quarterback. There's a lot of holes on that team. I do think that Kenyon Johnson, is a good running back. I think he's a good piece. They need some work on the offensive line. They need some more wide receivers. Giving up Golden Tate was kind of a risky decision, in my opinion. Goff under center here on 1st down and 10. Hands the ball off to Cooks, who was in motion, but the Chiefs sniffed that one out pretty quickly as Cooks gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. But he does get tackled in bounds as the clock continues to run here with under 8 minutes to go in the game. But I'm surprised the Rams are getting up on the line here pretty quickly. Goff takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Gurley, looking, dumps the ball off, but it's incomplete. So that's going to stop the clock with 7:42 left. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure up the gut there. It's going to bring up a quick 3rd down and 10 for the Chiefs defense.
Rodney says, Browns fan, Condoleezza Rice for head coach.
I heard that's actually a possibility. That's crazy.
So weird. So crazy to even be saying. Noble Marina says Steelers suck. It'd be nice. Be nice. We are Ravens fans. We may agree-ish. Just saying. But we appreciate you guys tuning in.
All right. Goff takes a snap, throws it out to Cooks quickly for a screen. And he's tackled just short of the 1st down, depending upon where they're spotted. Yeah, they're going to spot this about a yard short of the 1st down. Now, McVay, in the past, has made some ballsy decisions to try to go for it in risky scenarios. Is this one of the scenarios where he tries to, where he takes that risk?
It looks like it should be spotted 4th and inches. I don't know.
It's 4th and 1. It looks like McVay's going to send out the punt team here. It took everything in him to do that, though, because he was fighting it. He wanted to go for it there.
Well, with 7 minutes left, you take the option to be able to, potentially get the ball back, even if the Chiefs do score. If they wind up getting a touchdown, it makes it a 4-point game. So that gives them the last chance to have the ball potentially.
Chiefs here need to be careful. Watch for the fake, but they don't. They punt it away. Hill back at the 30.
He's telling everybody to let it go, and it hits
a defender.
Hits a defender at about the 31-yard, bounces back to about the 35. Wow.
Andy Reid's first regular season game in the LA Coliseum as an NFL head coach or assistant. Wow.
Here we go with them showing him as a 13-year-old kid again.
No, this wasn't.
He was bigger at 13 than I was. That's for sure. But than I am now. I should even say. Throwing it in the
he's a grown man in that little league uniform. Holy cow!
Absolutely. And I think they actually even spelled his name wrong during that whole thing.
They did. They flipped the I and the E around.
Yeah. And it's going to be Holmes going to hand the ball off to Hunt. Hunt's going to get the ball and out to the left. About a 3-yard gain on the play. So they'll get it at about the 30. I guess we're at about the 38-yard line now. 2nd down and about. They're going to put it at 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Eduardo says whoever wins this was a good game. Absolutely. It's kind of how I felt about the Maryland and Ohio State game on Saturday. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, 52-51, an amazing game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mahomes lines up under the gun. Got Hunt to his left, 3 wide out to the right, steps back, got some pressure. He just folded. He literally just gave himself up there. He had nobody even touching him.
That goes back to the 2 strip sacks from earlier. I think that's in his head now, that the minute he felt the pressure, he kind of subdued to the pressure to protect the ball, to keep it from, being another strip sack. But, I mean, he was standing there for a good second or two before he actually got hit and was taken down.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. It's a huge motion. All right, so now you're going to see 3 wide out, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's got Hunt behind him to the right. He's got Kelsey out there as well. Drops back, rolls out to his right. Doesn't have anybody. He's shooting and dives about 2 yards shy. You're going to see 4th and 2. And I think he's telling Andy Reid he wants to go for it.
And they are. They're looking for the right play call here.
They're looking for the right play to make the call here. Him and Eric Benamy are the offensive coordinator, trying to figure out what's the best play call for them here. 4th and 2. So you're going to see on the field 3 wide receivers, Kelsey and Hunt. And you're going to see Hill and Hunt on either side, flanking Mahomes in the shotgun. They're going to hand the ball, fake handoff, up, and wow. They fake handoff, shovel past the Hill, who had a wide open run towards the sideline. And timeout LA.
Wow.
Just in time.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been an easy conversion there for first down. As you mentioned, with the pitch out to Hill, and Hill kind of having clear air there on the left side of the line. But
DZ says timeouts for both teams. Kansas City has all 3. LA has none. They have no timeouts.
So Terrell says, what do you think about Andrew Luck and what he's doing with Frank Wright, and how the Colts could possibly be a wild card? I think that they could possibly be a wild card. Again, that's a tight division there. Obviously, with the Texans playing really well, the AFC is a cluttered mess right now, especially of the 5-5 teams for that 6th seed. So we'll see. Mahomes here on 4th and 2.
All right.
In the gun.
Mahomes is stepping back in the gun. He's got Hill in motion. Puts Hill in motion behind him, running back around. Steps back. He's got some pressure, steps over the middle, hits Kelsey, wide open Kelsey, gets it down for a gain of about 18, and that's going to be a first down on about the 39-yard line of the Rams.
Big conversion there. Huge. You go to your safety blanket and Kelsey. Kelsey's your most reliable hands. He just finds a spot wide open in the middle of the field and sits there until Mahomes finds him, and then turns it upfield for a big gain.
Yeah, guys, I know that Tim's trying to regulate a little bit. Please don't be calling each other names or anything. There's no need for
Team,
it,
keep
guys.
it clean, as like Graven says.
Yeah. All right, so Mahomes is going to step back. He's got trips out to the left, including Kelsey and Hill. He's got Hunt to the right. He's going to step back. He scrambles. Oh, and he gets tripped up at the line. Gain of only about 1, maybe 2, depending on where they stop this.
Mahomes had daylight on there. He at least had a good 10, 15-yard gain on that, but Westbrook with just enough to trip him up and prevent that from being a big gain.
Huge.
Pass the butter. I can really appreciate the game more by not being at a bar and being distracted by inebriation and urination all the time. That's very true. Very true.
All right. Mahomes back in the gun again, and he's going to have Hunt to his right, trips out to the left, steps back, looking left, and he's going to get, who is that there? I think that's going to be Robinson. We haven't seen him so much. So Robinson is going to get the first down there.
Wide open.
Gain of about 11, maybe 12, depending on the spot.
3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here. The clock is stopped as the ball ran out of bounds. The Chiefs still have 3 timeouts. The Rams have none. But the Chiefs driving here, trailing by 3.
All right. We got plenty of people chiming in. How's Todd Gurley's performance tonight? Pretty damn good.
Pretty good the second half. First half, they kept him quiet, but the second half, he's been pretty good.
Yeah. All right, Mahomes has Hunt. He's going to hand it off. Fake the hand off to Hunt. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got
the tight end. But there's a Harris, I think.
I think it is going to be Harris there.
A flag on the field, so we'll see what that was. I don't know if that was one of those helmet hits there. I mean, he got hit by 2 players.
2 players same time. Could be helmet to helmet.
We got 227 of you watching. Wow.
We're up to 230, actually.
230. Yeah. Unbelievable.
We appreciate it, guys.
Do us a huge, huge favor. Just hit the thumbs up while you're here. You don't even have to hit subscribe if you don't want to. We'd appreciate the subscribe, but just at least give us that thumbs up. We really appreciate that.
Subscribe, by the way, will let you know every time we go live. And we're doing these every Monday.
Personal foul on the defense. Wow, so that's going to give the Chiefs
great field
position.
See where they...
That's Troy Hill. So obviously Hill came back from the injury.
Yeah, Hill came back and...
Yeah, helmet to helmet.
That's always hard because Harris is getting tackled at the same time, which is what drove Hill down, and Hill turns to kind of try and take a brunt of it, but it's still a little bit tough there. And Mahomes is going to take the ball. He's going to throw it off to Connolly. Connolly's going to run it in. And he is in. Touchdown. That's a crossing route right there. And Connolly was left wide open on that play. 50-47.
Officially the highest scoring Monday Night Football game in NFL history.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I forget who it was on here that said that they could see this as being the highest scoring game. You called it.
You called it right off the gate.
And we're not even done yet.
Oh, no. You know, the Rams still have plenty of time to drive down the field, albeit they don't have any timeouts. They do still, you know, they've got a high-flying offense. They can make this happen with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. Yeah. Chiefs are lined up here for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So that puts the Chiefs up 51-47, so a field goal's not going to do it. If the Rams want to win this game, they're going to have to score a touchdown
here. It has to be a touchdown, but, you know, with Jared Goff in this offense and McVay and his play calls, it very well could be the game-winning touchdown at the end of the game here.
What was the over-under on this game? Did we even look
-3.
No, the over-under. Total.
No, I didn't even look at that.
I'll get you on that.
Yes, and to Dave, yes, this is a record as of right now. The previous record
for Monday Night Football.
For Monday Night Football, most points scored in a Monday Night Football game, 48-47 was the previous one, and that was the Packers. And I'm trying to remember who I called it earlier. But
over-under was 64. We've now hit the 98 mark. So I'd say that they've exceeded the over on this. So if you took the over, if you bet the over, you're getting paid.
A lot of people chiming in. They want their ability to be able to.
Yeah, Bruce, that's right. The missed extra point coming back to haunt them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You make that extra point, and it's a field goal, possession here. So we'll see what happens. As the kickoff goes out of the end zone, the Rams are going to have the ball at the 25-yard line. So they're going to have to drive 75 yards. This offense, obviously very capable of doing that. Jared Goff, not afraid to take his shots down the field. So we'll see what Sean McVay has up his sleeves here.
And yes, this is I passed Butler. This is the record. That's what we were talking about. This is the record for the most points scored in a Monday Night Football game. So time left. I think you said it's 2:47 left.
Glock says he's a Chiefs fan. All right, appreciate you chiming in. Goff here in the gun from the 25-yard line on 1st and 10. He's got Gurley to his right. He's got Trips to his left. Tries to take it upfield, up the middle on a sneak, which was just a quarterback draw, but the Chiefs sniffed that one out. Goff may have gained a half a yard on that play. Kind of an interesting play call there.
Yeah,
with no timeouts left.
When you've been doing so well through the air all game.
Yeah, kind of a weird play call.
Gurley only, I want to say he's only had 55 or 60 yards.
Goff going deep to the right side, and it's almost picked off, but then almost caught by the wide receiver. So Scandrick makes a play on the ball, almost comes up with it, lets the ball go in the air, and the wide receiver actually gets his hand on the ball, but unable to pull it in. It was Reynolds. So all of that to say, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 here from the 26-yard line. Goff in the gun. He's got Gurley into his right. He's got Trips to his left. 5 wide receivers looking to his right. He throws complete to Brandon Cooks for a big gain for about 18, 19 yards before he goes out of bounds to stop the clock with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. As the Rams drive down the field, they still do have the 2-minute warning coming up here, so they're able to go down the middle on this play and not lose too much time as they've got the 2-minute warning looking in their favor.
1st and 10 at the
48-yard line. Goff in the gun, throws it out to the tight end. Tight end catches it and goes out of bounds with 2:01. Oh, they're going to run that extra second off the clock.
Yeah, Goff is looking like, whoa, wait a second. There was 2:01 when he stepped out.
There was definitely 2:01 left, but they're going to run that down to the 2-minute warning. So Monday Night Football goes to commercial break.
Yeah,
we're in for some late night drama here.
Jesus says shout out to Denisha K. He knows that she's watching us. We appreciate that, Denisha. We have a few people commenting. One person, so Jimmy just said, do we do this every Monday?
So hang on a second. They did put the second back on the clock. So we're not down to the 2 minutes. They come back from commercial quickly on this. So we got 2:01 left in the game. 2nd down and 8 for the Rams, who are on really the 50-yard line, basically. 2nd down and 8. Goff lined up in the gun. He's got Gurley to his left. He's got 2 wide receivers split to the left. He's looking left, throws out to the left, complete to his tight end for a 1st down, a gain of about 10 yards on that out to the 40-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And now we've reached the 2-minute warning with 1 minute and 56 seconds left to go.
By the way, Fred, we have 260 viewers right now.
Appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. 73 likes on the feed. Do us a favor, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up while you're here. If you haven't hit subscribe, we've hit our mark. Our goal was to get to 300 subs.
We're past that.
So everyone that we could get over top of 300 just it pads it on. It makes us happy. And
we're at 313 right now.
313. Wow, that's great.
So we appreciate it, guys. And I know Tim has been kind of helping us out and chiming in there. We do this for every Monday night game. And we'll probably be doing a few playoff games once the playoff hits. So that's all the more importance to make sure you hit subscribe so that you know the second that we go live, you'll get that alert on your phone.
So Kirby's asking, do we have any stats? So depending upon what stats you're talking about, I'm just going to go down some things real quick. Patrick Mahomes is 30 for 38, 438 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Kareem Hunt, he's got 14 carries for 70 yards of rushing. Tyreek Hill's got 9 catches for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Huge fantasy day. Travis Kelce's got 9 catches for 119 yards and a touchdown. Connolly's got 6 catches for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, on the Rams side of things, Jared Goff, he's over the 400-yard mark. 29 of 46 for 409 and 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Gurley with 12 carries for 55 yards rushing, but he also has 3 catches for 39 yards receiving. Brandon Cooks with the big game wide receiver for Los Angeles with 7 catches for 107 yards. Reynolds having a respectful game with 6 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown. So there's your stat fill line.
Yeah.
So Goff here from the 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. He's in the gun. He's got Gurley to his right. He's got 4 wide receiver. He's looking to his right. He throws to his right. He's got
Everett
again for a huge touchdown. How he kept his feet in bounds, I do not know. But holy hell, what a football game. As the Rams go up and take the lead here.
Wow, what a
53 to 51.
Minute 49 left on the clock now. Not
A minute 41 left to go, but Kansas City has all 3 of their timeouts. This game is not over.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
Wow, his ability to keep... Okay, so the tight end caught this ball as about as close to the sideline as you can get. He had contact from the defender, but not enough to push him out of bounds. He tiptoes his way into the end zone for the last 6 or 7 yards.
Tiptoe defines it because he never set the heel down. He actually had one heel that almost, if it would have went down, he would have been out of bounds. The heel didn't go down. He stayed in bounds. Crazy.
Zero line to kick the extra point, and it's good. And there you go. The Rams officially up by 3, 54-51. We're at 105 total points in this game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But, I mean, again, this really shouldn't surprise you. If you've been watching the NFL this year, if you've watched these two teams, this is what this game was meant to be.
Yeah,
this was meant to be a high-scoring, lack of defense game, 2 dynamic offenses. Yes, the defenses have made some plays here. Aaron Donald's had 2 strip sacks. We've seen a couple of pick sixes. So the defenses, by all means, have made some plays, but they're giving up.
They're giving up just as many.
Just as many. So
yeah, absolutely.
God, what a game!
Plenty of people chiming in here. You know, isn't throwing 7 TDs a record? I'd have to actually look that up. I'm not sure. I want to say the record may be 8.
I'm not 100% sure. That's actually a good question. So I'll
look that up for you.
Yeah, I'll look that up while you're talking.
Yeah. So for me, it's a lot of people are saying that they're hoping that the Chiefs can come back on this and get a turnover. Or actually, somebody is saying they want to get a turnover so the Chiefs don't.
So
have time.
It is 7. It's actually shared by 2 players. Trying to figure out.
All right, and you're gonna have Smith back fielding the kick from the end zone, and he's gonna get it out to about the 25, maybe 26-yard line, right into traffic there, and is stopped.
What a freaking game! And here comes Mahomes out for another try. Oh man!
Ethan apparently says his mom told him to calm down. iPass Butler's asking for OT. Plenty of people are going both ways here. Everybody's torn on this. This is crazy.
Yeah, unreal. 264 of you guys watching. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, guys, we try to keep it clean as much as we can. So just do the same. Mahomes is going to be in the shotgun, 2 wide out to the right. As Hunt tries to go out to the right and drops it, he put it about at shoestring height.
Yeah,
it wasn't very
a very good pass there by Mahomes.
No, a little bit of pressure as they just show Mahomes saying, "I got you to Hunt."
Yeah.
So
this kid, he is one tough cookie, man. He does not let things shake him. Does not let things rattle him. Handles pressure very, very well. And obviously, we've seen that so far.
Yeah, Mahomes back in the shotgun, 3 wide out to the right. You got Hill in the slot and just signaled to Mahomes. Kelsey out to the left, Hunt to the left in the backfield, drops back, looking downfield. He's got... this may be a flag on the play.
No flag on that?
No flag. Johnson was draped all over. I believe that was Robinson.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we caught the tail end of that with the way the camera angles were on that, but there was a whole lot of contact on that, it looked like to me.
Yeah. I mean, they were on the ground. Both of them were on the ground before the ball was even there.
The Coliseum is crazy right now.
Everybody waving the towels everywhere.
Mahomes doing everything he can to try to hear the play calls. I can't imagine what that atmosphere is like right now. Mahomes in the gun. Drops back.
Mahomes looking deep. And he's going to hit Hill. Hill somehow catches the ball.
What a catch.
As he's hit by a defender, catches the ball, tiptoes, and rolls out of bounds.
He looked like he might have jammed a finger on that.
Something along those lines. He was grabbing at his gloves. Gets hit and gets the ball like swatted at.
Oh, yeah. He definitely jammed his finger on that.
Oh, yeah. And then gets hit on the hands as he's catching the ball.
What a huge, huge game for Tyreek Hill. I mean, we talk about Mahomes and his ability, but Tyreek Hill has made some huge catches in this game.
Wow. Great game here.
Mahomes looking downfield, throws deep, but underthrows.
Intercepted.
Intercepted by Peters.
Wow.
Wow, of all people to make the interception. Marcus Peters, the former Chief.
Yep.
Coming back here with 1 minute and 18 seconds left to play and makes a huge interception. If you're a Chiefs fan, though, don't lose out on all hope. There's still 1 minute and 18 seconds left, and the Chiefs do have all 3 of their timeouts. So as long as the Chiefs' defense can come in here and make a stop, and the Chiefs use their timeouts, Mahomes will still have a shot. Remember, it's a 3-point game. All they got to do is kick a field goal.
So Mahomes actually got hit on the arm. Beckham, again, he hits him on the arm as he's making the throw there, and continuing to be a problem. Yeah, guys, I know that everybody kind of going through. We've asked Tim.
Hey, Mr. Geronimo, it's not about having YouTube police in here, man. It's just about keeping it clean. We're all here for fun. We just keep it clean. That's all we ask.
Yeah, we're not trying to have any issues going on.
Yeah, we all want everybody's opinion. We all just want to have fun. Just all we ask is keep it clean. That's it.
Yeah, we try not to. We ourselves, as we're doing it, every once in a while we will slip up.
Yeah.
But we actually try to keep it clean as well. We want to, kids to be able to watch this as well. So we appreciate it. And we've asked, Tim is is one of our constant viewers, so we've asked him just kind of help out and just to kind of regulate and help us a little bit, because we're also watching the game and calling the game. So
Goff under center here from the 30, fakes the handoff to Gurley, but he throws the complete pass to Woods. Woods smartly slides before going out of bounds to keep the clock running. The Chiefs have to use one of their timeouts here, so there's going to be 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go. What a freaking game, man. What a game.
And Mitchell asked if we're behind on the game. Yes, we know there's a slight delay from where we're getting it. I know it's actually probably upwards of a minute sometimes from what you may be seeing on your TV.
Yeah, and for you guys out there that are actually watching the game, please don't ruin it for everybody. I mean, that's rude. We're just trying to do this. We're trying to have fun with it. We're trying to keep everybody involved in the play-by-play. So don't jump ahead.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We're just, like I said, we're doing this for fun.
Goff takes the snap, rolls out, and pass is deflected. Huge play. That saves a timeout. Kind of a silly play call, if you ask me. If Sean McVay, I understand he's an aggressive coach and whatnot, but you're trying to win a football game here. You want the Chiefs to have to expend every timeout that they can, but that saves a timeout with the incomplete pass.
That was Ron Parker on the bat, by the way.
Brings up 3rd down and 11 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. Chiefs still have 2 timeouts. So if you're a Chiefs fan, there's still hope. This is a big down here as they run a screen pass to Cooks. Cooks is stopped at the line of scrimmage, and the Chiefs are going to be able to use one of their timeouts to keep the play going. So Chiefs are going to get the ball back with 1 timeout to go and probably about a minute left to play in the game. Unbelievable. This has been such an entertaining football game. But yeah, for you guys out there, look, man, we want you guys to watch. We want you guys to have fun. Just all we ask is to try to keep it clean. That's it. We don't mind the trash talk and some things. We all want to have fun with it, but just be respectful about it. Scott's having some technical difficulties with the feed, but we got it as the Chiefs get the ball back. They've got 46 seconds left to go, and an incomplete pass to Travis Kelce. So we missed the punt. So, all right, so the Chiefs are backed up to, it looks like, about the 7-yard line, maybe 8-yard line. There's 46 seconds left to go. The Chiefs do still have 1 timeout. They're only trailing by 3, so they just got to get into field goal range here. I'm sorry, they're on the 12-yard line. Yeah. 2nd down and 10.
46 seconds left on the clock. Mahomes is going to step back, throw it over to Kelsey. Kelsey's going to get the ball to about the 20-yard line, but he's in the middle of the field.
Got to get up on the line quickly.
Get up on the line. We got 35 seconds left on the clock. Mahomes is getting up there. He's got 4 wide out to the right. Hunt out to the right, or Hunt to his right in the backfield. Steps up. He's going to throw it over.
This is not what you need to do.
This is not what they want to do. They're throwing it in the middle of the field, and now Andy Reid has to call a timeout here.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I get it. You want to move the ball forward. You want to move the ball forward as quickly as possible. But with one timeout left to go, with only now 24 seconds left in the game, you can't be throwing the ball over the middle. You got to get the ball out to the sidelines.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This game, 2 fumbles on both sides. 33 for 45 for Mahomes. 31 for 49 for Goff. Passing yards 479 to 413 in favor of Mahomes. This is just nonstop.
Yeah.
On the offensive side of the ball. Yes, we've seen some defensive plays on the ball, but the offense has just been nonstop in this game. As Mahomes is back, he's gonna have, looks like, Ware to his left, 2 wide out to the right, 2 wide out to the left. Steps back. He's got plenty of time to pocket. Has to scramble because of pressure. He's looking downfield. And he throws an interception again.
Wow.
To Joyner this time, intended for Tyreek Hill.
Almost looked like the same interception he threw on the last one, and that's it. Sean McVay, Jared Goff, and the Los Angeles Rams are going to win this shootout at home, 54-51. What a game.
Crazy game.
Wow.
Crazy game.
Look, I mean, this game, unfortunately, there had to be a winner and there had to be a loser in this one. Both of these teams played a hell of a game. Mahomes, he had a couple of mistakes. He had a couple of the strip sacks, and he had a couple of interceptions, especially here late in the game, trying to make a big play. He does have a very, very strong arm, and he's one of those quarterbacks that can make a lot of throws that other quarterbacks can't make on the run.
Yeah.
But those are 2 throws there that he underthrew severely.
Rams take a knee, by the way, and end the game.
Yeah, so that's it. It's a final. Rams beat the Chiefs 54-51 and move on to 10-1 on the year as the Kansas City Chiefs fall to 9-2. So for you AFC fans out there, if your team is in playoff contention, that creeps your team just crept a little bit closer to that top seed as Kansas City takes a loss.
Yeah, I think we peaked, by the way, at like 290 viewers.
Wow,
so we
that's
appreciate
awesome.
That, guys.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. Make sure while you're here, you hit that thumbs up. You just let us know that you liked what we did. We appreciate all the comments and the interactions. I understand that you guys, we had some people in the chat room with, some issues and things of that nature. Hopefully we won't have that moving forward. Kirby says, do you guys think Mahomes panicked because he is a rookie and not used to pressure? Or do you think something else? Yeah, part of it's it being a rookie, but, part of it's trying to be an NFL player, trying to make a play. This kid's got a bright future, and he tried to make a play for his football team, and unfortunately it didn't work out.
Yeah, guys, I know that a lot of people are kind of getting on Tim here. Tim, we've asked Tim to kind of help regulate, and kind of keep it clean. Look, we don't. If you're here to troll, we're not about that. So don't no trolling anybody. No sitting there and doing that, because in the future we will block people. We're not. We're here about the game. Right. So we want to make sure everybody's here able to listen to us play the game and stuff like that. So we want it to be a fun place and fun, and the back and forth can be great.
See, some of you guys out there won some money on the game, so there you go. Appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. As always, Scott and Fred here again. We're Birdland BS. We're a Baltimore-based sports podcast. We do a live Maryland-based podcast, Maryland sports-based podcast every Tuesday night at 8:45. It's live stream. We want you guys to come tune in with the interaction just as much as you did here. You can check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Check us out on our website, birdlandbs.com. Before you leave, make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. We hit every mark that we wanted to hit tonight as far as subscribers go, as far as viewers go. and we couldn't do it without you. So we appreciate each and every one of you.
Tyler says do this for the Super Bowl. We may have
to think about that. We're definitely going to do some for the playoffs, the Super Bowl. We haven't talked about yet, but we'll think about it. We're definitely that's definitely an avenue to think about. So
and we'll be back next Monday.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.